for I'm doing my part. Hello, mommy. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Everybody. Yeah. Rock your bobby. Yeah. Everybody. Yeah. Rock your bobby. Yeah. Everybody, Bobby, Bobby. Everybody. Yeah. Rock your bobby. Are you sexual? Are you sexual? Hi, everybody. How's it going? Welcome in. My name is Astrea Colornatura, VTuber, singer, streamer extraordinaire. Smelly, poopy hand, poopy, smelly, stinky. Oopsies. Uh-oh, stinky. Sorry. Ow. How's everybody doing today? How's your boy today? It's been good. It's been good. I had food and that's not it. It's pre-Friday. It is. And half work day tomorrow, so that's cool. That's true. You should not have stayed up late. Well, if it isn't the consequences of your own actions. Yeah. Yeah. Not on the faffle. What do you mean, faffle? Hi, Soccer Rose. Hi, everybody. Why is she summoning me? Because I am good to see sheep. I'm happy to see you guys too. I'm always happy to see Bobbies. Yeah, am I the only one? Yeah, am I sexual? Yeah, am I everything you need? You better rock your bobbing, everybody. Yeah, rock your bobby. Yeah, everybody. Yeah. Backstreet's back, alright? Alright? I'm so happy to see all the bobbies in here today. I'm in a good mood. I wanted to stay up a little bit. I mean, no, I don't wanted to stay up. I wanted to get on a little early, because I miss you guys, and I miss you, and I love you, and I love hanging out with the bubbies. They're like my favorite things in the whole wide room. And I'm just happy to see you. If you couldn't tell by my erection, I mean my direction in today's stream. Cinder, stop! Don't look at me like that. 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 Everybody, rock your Bobby. Cinderella was fun the other day. I'm glad. Yippee! Wahoo, 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 yippee, wahoo. Everybody, yeah, rock your Bobby. Yeah, are you sexual? Yeah. Am I the only one? I'm still hot. I'm very hot today. Oh, I should take off my sweater if I'm hot. You know, sometimes I have thoughts in my head. Sometimes I have thoughts in my head. Not often. Not often. Not often enough. Not often enough, clearly. I'm adjusting my model, by the way. If it looks like I'm moving around a lot, it's because I'm trying to move my model more. Slash, I'm trying to get it to be more mobile. Because I feel like as of late, my model's been very untuned. Because of like the VTube Studio wipe and everything, all my settings aren't saved anymore. And so that means that I have a lot of fine tuning that I need to do so that it'll move around more fluidly and pick up my body movements and reactions when I nod, for example. Or when I look to the side, when I move my head, or when I look up, or when I look down. Everybody, yeah, rock your Bobby, yeah, am I sexual? Am I the only one? Ear flopping is yummy. I agree. I love my ear. I love my ear flapping. Measling ear flapping? Wahoo. Measling ear flapping? Wahoo! Am I the only one? Yeah. Am I sexual? Yeah. Everybody, yeah, rock your Bobby. I need to sneeze. Also, I haven't peed today. Juba. Juba. I feel like you should pee. I click on the random stream and I hear Backstreet Boys. Not what I was expecting. Oh yeah. Welcome in. How are you doing? I love Backstreet Boys. Spontaneous karaoke, go! Get the new chatter, chat, throw a brick at him! Yeah, you are
desire, believe when I say I want it that way. We are but two worlds apart, can't reach to your heart when you say I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way.
I'm changing the key cause it's too low.
You're one desire. Yes, I know it's too late, but I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. You are my fire. You're one desire. You are. Don't wanna hear you say ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Tell me why. Hear you say I want it that way. That way.
Anyways, guys. Feel strong, man. Yeah, baby. Backstreet Boys. Just for today, because I thought it would be funny. Feel strong, man. Feel strong, man. Meow, 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 meow. Thank you so much, Not Harper, for the 3-stream streak. I'm doing my part. Thank you so much, Silent Goop, for the 7-stream streak. Sisplode. Excuse me. That was my one allocated burp of the stream. Don't let the mods forget it. Thanks for the Bobby. Hi, how are you, sister? I'm doing good. How are you, Hina? Also, I should stop the reverb. Clap, good burp too. 07s. 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 Anyways, I hate you guys with that one, but Professora, 6-7. 20 más 20, más 20, más 20, más 20%. Professora fácil es 6-7. Do you guys know that song? Do you guys know that song? 20 mais 20, mais 20, mais 20, mais 20, mais 20, Professor Fácil 6-7. Sadly, I do know that song. I'm sorry. I apologize for the way that I am. That one's Portuguese, by the way. I do know it's in Portuguese. That's why I was doing it with the Portuguese accent. Professor, Spain mice. Isn't it mas? It's mice, right? 20 mais 20, mais 20, mais 20, 20 mais 20, Professor 6-7. 6-7 song. It's mice, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. Portuguese be like. Escola paisando legal. Lixão. 20 mais 20, mais 20, mais 20. Mais para o professor. Ah, é muito fácil, professor. 6-7. I wanna kill myself. 20 mais 20 mais 20 mais 7. Ah, é muito fácil, professor. 6-7. My accent doesn't know what to do when I'm reading Portuguese. It's like I know I want to put I know I want to put my an accent on it, but then I forget my Spanish accent and then it just messes up. For all I know, you probably have declare word against Portugal. I mean, that's true. Portuguese is like singing in Spanish, kinda. I know, but then my brain starts not even understanding. I don't know, there's just a disconnect there where I'm just like, Portuguese wakanai. Portuguese wakanai kedo. Wakanai kedo. Portuguese, don't speak it. Portuguese, I hanashimasen. 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 Wakanai. Don't ask me. Anyways, guys, we got the quadringle, multilingual stream today, guys. We got the Portuguese on the track, we got the Spanish on the track, we got the English on the track, we got the Japanese on the track. Und wir haben das Deutsche on the track. Good morning. I'm listening in Portuguese sounds like drunk Spanish. That's what I'm saying. Good morning, adults. Oh wait, I don't have music on the track. Speaking of music on the track, I honestly want to change. I'm switching my account. I'm gonna have a separate account for where I do like music playlists because honestly, I don't like using it. My YouTube ends up becoming too fucked up. You can get in trouble for having your quadrangle out in public. Whoa, Dolan. Whoa there, Bucko. Whoa. Whoa. Put that away. Poor algorithm. It's true, man. I hate it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Wait, I want to have the Heroes of Might and Magic soundtrack. That shit banger. Anyways, guys, welcome in. Access calls you the green light goblin mask twin. Hey, I'll take it. Hi, Miss Rose. Welcome in, Albert Bobby. Yeah, you guys might have noticed I'm about an hour early because I wanted to surprise you. Surprise! I'm happy to see you. Mwah. But mostly I wanted to do a little bit of a Zatsu before I even ended up starting like streaming and playing the video game because I miss talking to you guys, man. I miss talking to Bobbies. Can you believe this? Can you believe that I, Astrea Colornatura, misspeaking with my chatters? Yeah, I'm telling you, man. It's true. I also need to piss. Juba, open your mouth. Sorry. I'm not gonna do that. But I'm gonna go pee really quick. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I wanna talk, but let me gossip before I piss. Bro, I ain't even gonna lie. I just dropped a whole fucking gallon just now. Holy. I could sell that shit as a lemonade stand all day, man. Holy moly. Wowzers. Replenish. Yep. My bladder is now ready. My body is now ready. First feet now lemonade? What do you mean first feet now lemon? Also, where'd my phone? Oh, first beat now lemonade? Listen, man. Listen, man. Listen, listen, man. Listen, dude. Listen, listen, dude. Listen, dude, dog. Man, bro. Sorry. Where the fuck is my lipstick, by the way? Oh my god, I can't see anything. I'm losing my mind here, chat. Speaking of beer, what do you want from me? Do you gooners want this goddamn shit so bad? Wow. Listen to what? Listen, I have one. Oh wait, 3 things. Dyslexia. 2. Fuck you. 3. He misspelled the thing. He said beat. And so first was right next to beat, and so I said feet. Okay? I was a little bit confused about why they were together in one context, though. That tier list was pure material to tease you. There's nothing to be teased about, because I wear that shit with pride! I wear that with pride! I love Mommy Milkies, and I wear that shit with pride! I need a beer. like a real beer type. Happy for our pride. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Hell yeah. Roar. I need a bear, like a real bear type of guy. I like bears. Bears are cool. Wow. You know? I'm gonna bite into them and fake beer curl, no, that's true. Yeah. Chalk on that shit like a 2-in-1, like a real champ. That's true. You know what I've always learned to do, chat? I've always wanted to learn how to become an alcoholic. But like an alcoholic as in like, you know, have you seen those people that like shotgun the fucking a bottle of soju? They'll like spin it up in a tornado and they'll just fucking they'll fucking spin it and then you want to drink? Yeah! I think everyone wants to see Rialto drink the beer, not actually try it themselves, right, chat? I don't know if I believe that. You're gonna need a spare liver and kidney? Boo. Who needs that shit? Lamos all like to throw beer bottle with the liquid swirl and then chug that shit down. That's what I'm saying. The people that do cool tricks when drinking, that they're just like when they grab a shot glass and they just, you know? Oh my god, Sense Karasu! Oh my god, thank you so much for the 190 stream streaks. You got 10 more before 200. Holy shit, man. Sensei, you're our sensei. Our absolute fucking goat. Kanasu is there when we're down. Exactly. Our fucking goat is Sensei Karasu. Is Sensei Karasu. Our fucking goat, bro. I'm getting pinged all over the place. Oh god. Ain't no way I could get that way. I'm way too unorganized for that. Also, Sosa's been breaking my streak through when I don't miss the stream. Yeah, we should kill them. Also, hello, Sick Nick Sandtrick. Karasu always reacts to my meme in the Discord. He's a real one. That's what I'm saying, man. My absolute fucking goats. Also, hey, Goku. Hey, shouts out to my mods, by the way. Isn't it like moderator month or something? Wasn't it like moderator month or day? I'm so sorry. Shout out to my boys, Punk Chicken, no, not Sensei Karasu, sorry. Punk Chicken, Liz Vladok, nope, not Moose either. Do I even remember my mod? Caught emoji, caught emoji, caught emoji. I don't remember which day it was. Yeah, it's Mod Pride Month or something like that. Caught or the chicken. Caught. Sensei. No! Why do I keep saying Sensei Kayasu? If you reach 365 day stream streak, you automatically become a mod. That would be so fucking funny. I know, Kenny, you're here! I keep trying to say Kenneth! Kenneth! We have Kenneth, we have Punk Chicken, we have Liz, we have Goku, we have Big Boy Dudes, and we have... I think that's it. Oh, and Darksider. She can't remember who her mods are. There's no way she's speeding them. That's a lie! That's a fucking lie. Don't do this to me. Oh, Hazel, welcome in, honey. How you doing? Sucks, dude. You're not Sensei Karasu. I can't remember who my mods are. This is a problem. This is a fucking problem, guys. Mods, blink twice if you need help. They're fine. They're fine. Come on, guys. Let's be so real. They're just girl bosses, you know? Mods, call the 3-number pizza place if you're hungry for a friend. It's true. You know what I wish I had? I wish my background would be synced to the time. Like, I wish my background would be... I don't know why, but I love it when time systems, like, are implemented in games. So, like, in Tamagotchi Life or in, like, Animal Crossing, when you would log on at a specific time, it'll, like, change the background. Like, it'll be local to the actual time passing in real life. I would love if I could have a background that syncs to that. I think Mix It Up can set it for you. I know Mix It Up can do it, but the problem is I need the person that rendered this world, like a time transitional background. I wish that there was a way to build something like that, because I would love that, Lowkirk, genuinely. It would make me... Is that Heroes 3 music I hear? Yes, actually. I would absolutely adore something like that. Because then I don't have to think about what background I'm using, and it's already, like, always synced. And it makes me really happy because I love it when that happens. Live background would be neat. It's my favorite. And then everything is, like, kind of synced to real time, and it makes me super, super happy. Because I love little details like that. Do I have the money for it? Absolutely not. But the thought is there. Can't you do like a 10-second dissolve transition? I mean, I could, but then I would have to also buy... Because right now I only have day and night, but hypothetically, I would love for it to be like high noon. Dusk evening. Like, I would love to be... Not necessarily see the sunset, but that would be a nice... That would be a nice touch. How expensive would that be? I don't know. I'd have to talk about it with my animator person. And it sounds like it would be a pain in the ass, low-key. Because it's not just the background, but it's also the entire environment that is basically being lit up by light, you know? For streaming it would work, but I always hear people complain about it in games because they always play at one time of day. Yeah, like, obviously I would still love to have the option to set it myself, but I absolutely love... Like, there's a time mod for Final Fantasy that I used to, like, play Final Fantasy, but in, like, at night. Or, like, just swap the time periods. It always made it really, really fun for me. I loved it. I would love for that to be a thing, for sure, as well. Honestly. Because I love that. I love when that happens. It makes me very happy. But it also, like, sets the mood. Like, I have really fond memories of being inside of, like, what is it? Not Limsa, but, the one that starts with the U. Ambrosia, something. The one where it's all in a circle. Ulda, yeah. I have memories of being in Ulda all the fucking time in the middle of the night, and that shit was peak. That shit was peak. Also, now that I've adjusted my model to be sensitive to, like, my movements, you can see how much I'm fidgeting in my chair. Do you see that? I'm rocking in my chair. I never liked Ulda. I didn't really like that either, but I had to be in Ulda a lot for the Weaver quests. I did a lot of Weaver stuff, you know. Busy or ADHD? ADHD is fuck, man. Ooh, seems more natural to see you sway. Yeah, I'm so ADHD as fuck, man. Oh yeah! I forgot. Hold on. I have to lock Juba away. She's saying, hold on. We're doing a new thing, chat. Juba. Let my girl be free, she can. She mustn't be free. I have to lock her away in a different room. Allow me a moment. She's been locked away. It's over. She's bad. Okay, chat. I have to tell you. Gilbert has extreme separation anxiety. And it has been causing problems. Because she will do nothing but howl and bark and destroy my room when she is away when I'm away at work. So we're trying to train her to not be so afraid. And I have to give her bonus. Oh, where's your bonus? Where's that? But also, where the fuck is my phone? In my pocket. You trained her like that? No, I did not. Poor Bean, Juba misses her bum. Yeah, she's so sad. She starts to freak it, man. So, I had to put Juba away. Juba's been locked out of my house, and she needs to learn that she can be on her own without freaking the fuck out. So yeah. Where are your glasses? On the table. What do you want from me? I don't like wearing glasses. Hold on. I have a little camera. Oh, that's good. She's eating her bone now. But she doesn't give a fuck about the bone because she probably wants to get out. It was like, I want to be in the house. Well, that's too damn bad. I'm gonna leave Juba Cam because I have a camera now. I have a Juba cam. And I'm staring at her in my bedroom right now. She looks so sad. My poor daughter is so sad. You even have a setup to monitor her? Damn, LOL. Well, yeah, cause she's gonna start screaming and going crazy. Oh, a baby monitor, nice. Yeah, I wonder if I could set it up so that you guys can see her on stream too. My poor baby. My poor baby. It'll be cute, cause then you guys can be like, this is my daughter. Juba misses her mom. It's true. I do have separation anxiety around my own daughter. I just love her so much, and she's my baby, and I love her more than anything else on this fucking planet. So of course I'm gonna be like sad and stuff when I don't get to see her. She's his mama's girl. Exactly. She was like yesterday, she was howling and she was so upset. She would howl, she would bark, she would freak it. It made me very sad. It made me very, very sad. And so for that reason, I'm gonna try and like let her have her own. I'm monitoring her right now. Alrighty. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for getting some fun Dark Souls stream time? Are you guys ready for some Dark Souls today, everybody? You're Jibber's own very own CIA agent. That's true. Let me put Dark Souls on the thing. Where is it? I'm so sleepy. Dark Souls 2. Why does it go Dark Souls? Dark Souls 3 and then Dark Souls 2. This is so dumb. Alright, are you guys ready, chat? Let me put Dark Souls on. Oh, why is it here? So let me delete like half of these capture devices. They're not doing the thing that we needed. Alright, YouTube Studio, what is meow? Oh, I think that's the tech. Let me just... The foggy tech. What is the... Oh, dark. There you go. Maybe there's 2 spaces in Dark Souls 2. Maybe. Ah! Killed my fucking ears, man. Oh, right. I'm supposed to plug on my controller. Hold the hell on. Yeah. Are you guys ready? Astrea. Oh, that's not what I meant. That's the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. Son of a bitch. Wrong one. Dark Souls 2 Scholar of Astrea time. Yeah, baby, because I hate the first sin. I'm the second one. Continue. Why can't I press the continue button? Did I fuck up my shit? Damn it, why is it doing?
Perhaps you've seen it. Maybe in
Why
a
did it
dream,
mess up the buttons?
a
Stop that.
murky, forgotten land.
Stop that. We're gonna relaunch it because the game is being stupid. Are you ready, chat? Continue. Astrea. Australia 1 completed. I know there's a BGM still on. Hold on, we'll turn it down. There you go. Okay, are we ready, everybody? So, can someone remind me what the hell I was doing here? Something. I'm sure I was on to something. I actually don't remember what though. We have lots to explore here, so... Oh right, I was having a time dealing with these idiots. Ow? That works. Okay, catch you later if I get a lunch break or not. That's all good. So, is it still loud, chat? Is it still loud? Because I can turn it down. I think at least. I think it's already on like the lowest. Yup. Okay. I can just pull the game volume down. Actually, no, because I think it's like peaking already. The sound's gonna get like really crunched up. So let's undo this. Is this good? I feel like it's still really quiet. Why is that? Oh, wow. Anyways. What is? Ah! I'm an idiot. Sounds fine, okay. Alrighty, chat. You know, I was watching a documentary yesterday about a lady that can't remember things past like 7 seconds or whatever. Oh no, bad touch, 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 bad. Past 7 seconds, and it was like, wow, guys. We really be out here, son of a bitch! About 6 or 7 seconds, I might have to fucking have your tongue for that one, honestly. But yes. And I was like, holy shit, how does someone do that? And she would like meticulously take a lot of notes. And it's kind of crazy. And she like met someone else with like those same conditions as her. And like, it's astounding how her life is so much more different than the other person, because she's like really trying to keep notes on what she listens to day by day. And what she's able to hear. So like, even though she can't remember past 7 seconds, she has notebooks and notebooks full of like her own memories and shit. Of like all the notes she's taken, even though she literally can't remember certain things from happening just straight up, she still has them written down in notes, and then she like goes back if she ever's like, oh, what happened this day? She will literally go through her memories in boxes and be like, I can't remember any of these things happening, but I wrote it down, so I must have been there. You know what I mean? And I was like, wow, that's like really impressive that one would meticulously take so many notes in that way. Without, like, and knowing that you're not going to be able to remember these things. I thought that was really, really interesting. And actually kind of cool. Like, not cool as in it's super debilitating, and I'm sure she's probably like, I wish I didn't have this thing. But I thought it was interesting to see how people adapt with memories like that. At what point does the recap take longer than 7 seconds? I mean, she's dealt with it. She's dealt with it in her life, I guess. That I think is kind of cool. Oh, son of a bitch, I don't want to do it. Imagine finding a note I said how I helped hijack the planes. Oh my god. No, she was just like, and she was like this really super cute like Japanese lady that was always giggling. And I thought, oh. And I thought, oh my god, she's so cool and so cute and so kawaii. You know. Yeah, no. So kawaii. 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 But yeah, still sucks that that debilitating person had to deal with that. Meow. 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 Awesome. Ha! Get sucked, idiot. Are you serious? But yeah, I will be. Hi everybody, how's it going? But yeah, so I think the goal. It's really annoying because I don't have to I don't want to do this every single time I'm trying to fucking kill somebody. Are you serious? It's gonna take for fucking ever for me to get past this area that I'm not. I think I remembered why I stopped playing and was not super excited about how to play this. I'm so sleepy, chat. I feel I'm staring at the torture channel to me. I'm a user. This area's kinda ass. More than kinda, it is ass. How is this guy not dead? How are you still alive? Die already! Oh, God. Anyways, anything new? Not really. Just working and working. I be lurking, I be girl bossing, I be doing music stuff, I be preparing for my 3D debut. I recorded some stuff yesterday, not everything, but still some. Until I realized that half of it ended up getting corrupted and not usable, so I'm gonna have to redo that today, even though I have no fucking energy. I have voice lessons today also. So... yeah, that's kind of how I'm doing it. The epitome of ass. Yeah. I'm just trying to kill these idiots before I end up fucking, falling off the edge, bombarded by like 10 billion enemies. And it's not like these guys are hard, they're just fucking annoying. Okay, there you go, we're good. There you go. Vacation next month is what you gotta remember. I guess so. Holy shit, next month already! What the hell? What the fuck? It's already a month. Oh my god! Yeah, I'm not excited. Fuck it, I'm just gonna try and run. What is this way anyways? I don't think I've tried to run this way. Oh, quite literally nothing? Oh, wait. Shit. Oh, wait. Not the reaction I was hoping. Yeah, so... honestly, I'm excited, but also, holy shit, that means I have less time to do certain things and I'm freaking out. Oh my god, I beat it. What's this? That's all? Oh my god. 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 You know, but we're learning here, so... oh wait, but I unlocked it. Nice. What was I saying, Pat? Yeah, I'm excited though. We have a lot of things upcoming. Oh my god. But I'm excited. I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited, and you should be too. What just happened? I just want to cope with a lot. 12-foot SWAT. Other than the bells of the bop. I just hit a hit in the bot. I'ma get it lit in the bot. Ooh, hop on the whole damn globe. I'ma get crazy. Tell them to cope for the lot. Tell them for 12-foot SWAT. Put it in the bells of the bop. I'm gonna hit a bit in the bop. I'm gonna minima. Ooh, hop on the whole damn globe. I'ma get lazy. Boom in the boom bam boom. I'm gonna name me so I'm excited for you. I appreciate it. I'm so happy that you are happy that I'm excited for certain things because I'm so excited to do certain things when I end up having to do the thing that I'm doing. That's going to be really great. Everyone's going to really want to love it and it's going to be awesome and you guys are going to have a great time and you're going to be like, oh my god, Astrea Colornatura, wow! And I'm going to be like, yeah, that's me! Oh. Come out. Accidentally TP to a new location. Whoa, Lamau even. That's what I'm saying. I'm not certain where I'm supposed to progress from here, but I am progressing nonetheless. Fuck these two guys in particular, I guess. Oh. Didn't even mean to go this way, honestly. Oh. Yippee, Ram Worldwide soon. Yeah! I'm so excited for Off-Kai, which is going to be not this month, but next month. Holy. I don't know what it is. Wow, what a month though. Oh, I learned how to 3D model some stuff yesterday. And that was really cool. I was able to learn a lot about kind of the like Blender and Unity and how that kind of goes into doing stuff and things. That was really fun. I really liked that. That was a cool thing. And oh my god. Holy shit. This place is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. What is this called? Centrins? This place is a nightmare. This is like Sen's Fortress, but worse. Because their game isn't even good. Is this like Sen's Fortress, like part 2? Is that what they're trying to achieve with this area? Because if so, we should kill. We should kill the deads. This is so exciting. I'm so excited and fun. This is like literally so fucking fun and exciting. Can you feel the fun and excitement exuding from my voice? What fun. What excitement. What excitement. What wonder. Oh my god, bro. Okay. Killing myself. Can you feel the sunshine? Does it brighten up your day? I do. I feel like sometimes I just need to get away. And I reach out for the sunshine. And the sun comes back again. You know? That's just a thought though. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Ow, I'm killing myself. Let me go! Can you feel the sunshine? Does it brighten up your day? Don't you feel like sometimes you just need to run away? Guys, you know what I want to sing, but I'm always like really bad at being able to sing along with? It's I'm still alive. Baby Shark, do you want me to die? I want to sing the Portal song. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I'm sorry I'm being a little sleepy. I'm just sleeping up. That's all it. It feels like I didn't sleep. But I did that. But no. I also got a haircut this week. Allegedly she sung the original with only one breath, which I don't think makes sense. What do you mean she only sang with one breath? Fine. Yeah, I wanted to cut my hair. But my hair was getting real long and I was sick of it, so I cut it a little bit. Now it's not as heavy. I'm sorry, y'all, but Dark Souls ain't happening today. It ain't happening. I want it to happen, but it's not. It's not happening. What should we do instead of Dark Souls? This shit's pissing me off. This shit's pissing me off. How long is it now? I only took off this much. I'm thinking. Twilight Princess, that will take a long time to fix it up and like commit it. Subnautica could do meme react. We could do meme reacts, we could do She's not feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Dark Souls 2 is gonna make me explode my head off. So let's do... You know what I want to do? Gambling with friends. But I don't have friends. Nor do I like gambling. But I think that the premise of gambling with friends would be quite funny. Play craps. What's craps? You'd be good at it. Community game night idea. True. We do need a community game night. Buckshot roulette. Community game night buckshot roulette is pretty fun, honestly. I like it a lot. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. What's this about gambling? I wanna gamble. I wanna gamble. I love gambling.
Down, down, down by the river. Down, down, down by the river. Don't wake me up, just leave me there dreaming. Down, down, down by the river. Down, down, down by the river.
What am I saying? Guys, I think we should become crypto traders. Guys, I think we should become crypto traders. Thoughts? Purple, what now? Do you want to be more of a chud? Yes. We should get into crypto. Guys, crypto is going to the moon. Crypto is going to go to the moon, guys. I'm telling you. It's worth it. It's worth it. Can't we just open a corpo and use VC funds to live fast and lose for 2 years? Yes. 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 Let's do it, please. We chud maxing now? Yes. We are chud maxing. Today has been a day and tomorrow's gonna be another day. Oh my god. Chat, should we start pushing you for a partner push? Guys, I wanna be Europe maxing. Long walks, no job, relaxing, sitting at a cafe Monday morning, best wine, no alarm, steak tartare, sun maxing, and tutto pasa mentality. Who's tutto pasa? And also sharing oysters. What do you guys think, chat? I think it would be good. Or max out on credit card and evade the debt collectors. I love this idea. If only. Buying myself a little treat today because it would have been my birthday today if I was born today. That's me sometimes, guys. I ain't even gonna lie. Meow. 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 What the hell is coming out of the ram's mouth? Sometimes words. Sometimes they have meaning, not always. Man, I just want to eat spicy food and watch anime. I don't need all that stuff. That's fair. Chat, we're gonna do some reactions. Let's freaking get it. Let's freaking get it. Are you guys ready? Woo! Wait, actually, I didn't even Discord open. Just kidding. Discord. Discord. Where is it? React to this. Where? Does anyone know who More Pars is? Does anyone know who More Pars is? I'm scared.
Australia has a lot of spiders.
Does anyone know who More Pars is? I've never heard of this feller.
But recently we found a new one, because of course we fucking did. And the new one is the most certified Australia moment I've ever seen. For a bit of... Australia has a lot of spiders, but recently we found a new one, because of course we fucking did. And the new one is the most certified Australia moment I've ever seen. For a bit of context, one of the several thousand spider species we are home to is the Sydney funnel web, the deadliest spider on the planet. Because of course it's down here. Where the fuck else did you think you were going to find it? These scary looking fuckers are highly venomous and can flatline you with a bite in 15 minutes.
Wait, does anyone here have arachnophobia? Does anyone here have arachnophobia, by the way? Ram slowly flips further into madness. I'm gonna order some Chinese. I want to eat Chinese food. I don't remember, but I've seen this do shorts like a few times. Yeah, they're pretty good.
And if you think wearing thick clothes will save you, be aware the bastards have fangs long enough to punch through shoe leather. Now, why do I bring these little nightmares up? What is the one thing worse than a spider rocking armor-piercing rounds that can send you to heaven with same-day delivery? A bigger spider rocking the same perk setup. That's right, Australian scientists have found a brand new species of this funnel web that is even bigger. How much bigger? Well, the standard Sydney funnel web grows to around 5 centimetres or 2 inches. And I mean, if you're asking me, 2 inches is more than enough. 2 inches is actually...
Chat, what are your thoughts on this? Is 2 inches enough? Is 2 inches enough, guys? Just out of curiosity, is 2 inches enough? Well, I don't know what a centimeter is. I don't know what a centimeter is either. But I think it'll be great.
Actually fucking huge. By comparison, this is the new one. It's twice the fucking size, cunt. 4 inches of 8-legged menace to the animal kingdom. But that isn't even the best part. You see, do you know what they named this thing?
What?
Do you know what professional scientists named a supersized version of the most dangerous spider on the entire fucking planet?
What?
The Newcastle Big Boy.
Yeah!
Deadliest spider on the entire fucking globe. Big Boy. Only in Australia. Platypus are weird, but I'm not sure you quite understand just how fucking weird. So,
big fella. The bigger the spider, the less dangerous they are. Well, this one's the most dangerous one. So... yeah.
Everyone knows the basics. They lay eggs, they sweat milk, and they look like God hit randomizer on the spore creature creator and just called it a day. But you see, mate, that's barely even scratching the surface of weird platypus features. First up, as is the qualifier for any Australian animal, did you know they're venomous? No, I'm not fucking with you heard me correctly. Male platypus actually have venomous spurs on their hind legs. These spurs...
oh wait, did I know this? It's average, understood. You can barely feel 2 inches. I think I can. Also, did you guys know that platypuses had venom? I did not.
Spurs are multi-purpose, acting as defense from predators, as well as a tool for throwing hands with other male platypus during mating season. And while their venom is non-lethal, that doesn't mean that getting stung by them doesn't fucking suck. See, Platypus venom can cause extreme pain and swelling, and to ensure you remember not to fuck with them again, these effects can last for several months and have no treatment or anti-venom. So if Perry stabs your shit, your only option is to cry about it. Next on the list of offensive capabilities, I shit you not, platypus share the same hunting method as sharks. You see, that big-ass bill isn't just for show, as it contains enough surveillance equipment to make the CIA blush.
What? Also, I think Jill was barking, so I have to let her out before she starts freaking out. Before she starts freaking out. Free my girl, she didn't do anything wrong, she's freaking out. Oh, poor Muma. And back Muma, she thought I was gone. She was so sad. My daughter was so sad. We'll stay here for 30 minutes and then I'll put her away for another 30. I'm back. I'm back, Muma. Everything's fine. See, I'm coming back. I came back. There's nothing. She's shaking. She's shaking. I'm back, Muma. I'm back. So that she doesn't freak it. You probably knew but forgot, like most people do. She's so sad. Alright, continue.
Possessing the ability to sense changes in pressure in the water, but most importantly, containing electroreceptors that track electrical signals from muscle contractions made by their prey. Meaning that when whatever they're chasing starts quaking in fear, they know about it. And last but not least, as if those things weren't already unbelievable, we recently discovered something new. Platypus are fucking biofluorescent. They glow. If
they glow in the dark! Glow in the dark platypus here! That's crazy. Tell her she can be codependent with me since her mom hates her. Wow.
Things with a black light, they go bright fucking green. And the best part of that is, we have no clue why they do it. I guess it just means Perry was a biblically accurate platypus man. I give up, man. Who fucking designed this thing?
That's crazy, bro. Wildlife in Australia.
Stepping on this rock could straight up paralyze you.
Cause it's not a rock. What is it?
This isn't actually a rock. That is a stonefish.
Chat, have you guys ever gone fishing before? And what was your favorite fish to catch in the fishing time when you did fishing? I like walleyes.
Species of underwater menace native to Australia. And coming as a surprise to absolutely no one, it is also the most venomous fish in the ocean. Because of course it is. As if the fucking snakes and spiders weren't enough, now I can get packed up by a pet rock. But why is this Pokemon reject such a threat to my mental health? Well, you see, stonefish use their special venom for defense. However, unlike most other animals that do this little f***er doesn't have the decency to dress like a neon sign to warn you. No, 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 no. This bastard is a 6th prestige prop hunt veteran, having evolved some of the most impressive camouflage in the animal kingdom to make hunting easier. And once they've set themselves up, they are basically indistinguishable from Patrick Starr's house. Now, this is a fairly major problem as they love to live in the shallows on the beach. And that venom we talked about earlier is stored in these 13 giant, highly toxic spines that
holy wait, it can pierce through a whole last thing. What the hell, man? Also, Jim was still shaking my poor baby. That's crazy. A large amount of bat put up a good fight, especially the 5-pound and up ones. Wow. Fishing is cool. I like fishing even though I can't catch it, though. That's understandable. That is gonna hurt so bad, and then the venom? Oh my god, what a fucking nightmare. What an actual nightmare. You should watch the guy that lets animals hurt him and rates the pain on the pain level. Oh, I know that guy! He's crazy!
Deliver venom when pressed on. You can probably...
Did you see the freaking thing come out of that? Did you see the venom come out of the spike, bro? Oh, hell nah! Oh, hell nah! Oh, hell nah! Fuck!
Let's see where I'm going with this. Considering it's hard enough to spot these things while you're paying attention, if you were, say, on a romantic walk along the beach with one of the homies, and while distracted by his ethereal beauty, weren't paying too much attention to where you were walking, it would be very easy to place your foot in the wrong spot and step directly onto 13 hypodermic needles, which would then deliver a ginormous dose of neurotoxin straight into your system. Oh, you thought it was normal venom? No. You see, these things maxed out the toxin skill tree, producing a mixture of 2 neurotoxins that can flatline you by collapsing your heart and lungs
What the
in
hell,
under an
man?
hour. And even if you survive, the sting still causes extreme pain, swelling, and tissue necrosis. Because this is Australia, where even the scenery is trying to one-shot me.
For free? He did that fish? Did he die though? Wait, when he does these things, does he end up like getting the anti-venom? That's crazy, man. I would kill myself, Loki. In Minecraft.
This bird can straight hit you with a Mortal Kombat fatality. Finish him! Introducing the cassowary, a species of ratite native to the land down under. And for once, guys,
Down under.
it's not venomous. Can still flatline you though, and I'm going to tell you how. You see, these neon chickens belong to the same family of birds as the emu, and as such share their impressive size, coming in a solid 79 kilos and growing up to 6 feet tall, meaning
That's taller than like a lot of guys. That's an actual dinosaur? That's what I'm saying, man. What the hell?
the short kings in my audience could, in theory, mount these things like a chocobo. But what makes them stick out from emus?
Chocobo
well,
Final
you see,
Fantasy
the cassowary
reference.
is basically a spec ops emu, being twice the weight, highly territorial.
What kind of sound is that, bro? My dishwasher when I put dishes in it.
And most importantly, coming with a combat knife strapped to their foot. That's right, this is a cassowary
Nah,
claw.
man,
And it's the
I'm
reason they
running.
can hit
That's
you
what
with a
I'm
fighting game
saying,
finisher.
bro.
You see, these claws are a full 5 inches long.
I'm sorry, can we run that back? You won't get far? Don't, brother, it's running faster than you. That one legit sounds like a strong Pokemon. That's what I'm saying. This actually is a dinosaur. Look at those fucking claws, man.
And you know, I mean, honestly, 5 inches, way too big for anything, and especially for something that's going inside me. And if you anger the tactical assault turkey, that is exactly what you're gonna get, as their go-to defense method is to kick you square in the gut with that kitchen knife and attempt to disembowel you. And I mean, even if the kick doesn't put your insides on the outsides, that kick is still going to send you flying, which can cause some fairly major problems. Problems like the incident that occurred in 2012, where you not, a cassowary ran up behind a random tourist, hit the heavy attack button, and kicked the guy down a small cliff into the ocean.
Oh my god!
I mean, luckily he survived, but the fact that I live in a country where at any point I could be hit with a sneak attack by a kaiju turkey is terrifying.
Literal velociraptors. Holy shit, man. I will lose it. What do you mean you can just get drop kicked by an actual fucking dinosaur in Australia? What is happening in Australia?
Touching this plant will put you in the hospital.
I'm dying.
This is the Gimpy plant, a piece of foliage native to the land down under. And surprising no one, not only is the thing venomous, it is in fact the most painful plant on the planet. Because yeah, no, of course, man, even the fucking leaves down here have a problem with me. Growing
That's
in
true.
rainforests of northern Queensland, these hell bushes are covered in tiny hairs, that upon closer inspection aren't hairs at all and are actually thousands of hypodermic needles waiting to
Oh my
stab you and
God.
break off inside your skin if you so much as brush them. Once inside you, these needles will inject you with, I am not kidding, neurotoxin and cause absolutely excruciating pain. I mean, like comedic levels of pain. With one person describing it as being covered in hot acid and electrocuted, and another woman saying that it was straight up more painful than childbirth and she'd given birth 4 times.
That's fucked. That's messed up. How is that possible? What do you mean? Oh my god. There's Earth and then there's Australia. So true! What is happening in Australia? Are they okay?
And the fucked up part is, the neurotoxin isn't even lethal. So this spiteful cunt of a plant is hurting you purely for the love of the game.
Just
Mind you,
'cause
there are
I
reports
can.
of people saying getting stung by this thing is actually worse than being put in the ground. This is because Groot's little hellspawn cousin here can continue hurting you for literal years after being stung. This is because those thousands of little hypodermic needles are actually made out of silicon, meaning your body can't break them down. And with how thin they are, your skin will usually close up over the top of them, meaning that these neurotoxin-emitting
it's just
slivers
gonna
can
get
sit
stuck,
inside your
man.
skin for literal years, releasing more neurotoxin any time that they're moved or disturbed.
4 months post-sting and he's still got that shit on him? What a fucking nightmare. What an actual nightmare. Oh my god. Oh my god. I might just shave my skin away, honestly. That's the guy that does the thing, isn't it? That's the guy that does the sting, the sting zone or whatever. I low-key, we should watch one of his videos after this. Because you can literally see, like, the exact point in where he gets sting. That's fucked, man. That's fucked up. Also, hi, Carol Balls. Why men don't live as long? This is why men don't live as long as women. That's actually so true. This Australia Spartan raptor kangaroo is a kick to his chest. That's what I'm saying, bro. Imagine hiking around and brushing against a random plant and all of a sudden you're fucking dying. Just chop it off, bro. I'm okay. You can just cut off my arm,
This
honestly,
constant,
man.
chronic, agonizing pain is so unbelievably bad that there have even been records of, trying not to get banned here, people Alt F4ing existence to make it stop. This particular
Damn.
incident came from a man who accidentally used one of the plant leaves as toilet paper. I don't think it gets much worse than neurotoxin to the nuts.
No! Hell no! He's like, this shit double ply? This shit... I see a leaf. Oh my gosh, it's double ply. It's fuzzy. It's so cute. I'm just gonna... Bro, imagine this man. This man's fucking shocked. He's like, just took the shit. Hell nah. Yeah, just gonna, you know, real quick, wipe real quick. Absolute fire to your butt. I would lose it. I'm gonna plant these outside my house so no one bothers me. Real. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. Hell no. I'd kill myself too. That's what I'm saying. Gun to my head.
Crocodiles are just dinosaurs that forgot to go extinct. I am dead serious, and I cannot think of a croc species to better make my point than the saltwater crocodile, a species native to the land down under, and shocking absolutely no one, yes, it can and will eat you.
Yeah.
You see, keeping on theme with the whole forgetting to go extinct thing, the
Absolutely.
salty stat spread just feels like something that should have been patched out with the rest of Jurassic Park, starting with their ridiculous size. You see, salties are the largest reptile on the planet, coming in at a total of 6 meters long with a maximum weight of 1,100 kilos, which makes this murder lizard genuinely longer than my car. And the up part is that despite being longer than my ute, they are for some reason absolute masters of stealth.
That's actually so true.
See, crocs are ambush predators, which is a scientific way of saying they are dirty campers.
Yeah.
See, they've got two raised eyes that sit on the top of their heads, which means they can submerge their Ford Falcon-sized frame basically entirely under the water without sacrificing the ability to spot whatever they are looking to turn into a Happy Meal. And from your perspective as the Happy Meal, they are really difficult to see, which makes it very easy to walk just a little too close and get bitten in half by that hydraulic press that they call a mouth.
That's why I love Nestle Crunch.
That's
Excuse me? I don't think I want to visit Australia anymore. That was a thick bone, chat. That was like a bone the size of your skull. What even?
That's right, just like any good camper, these scaly arseholes are packing a one-shot in the form of one of the highest bite forces of any animal on the f***ing planet, having been recorded at putting out a maximum of 3,700 psi of force through their jaws. To put that into context, your skull will crack at 1,100 psi.
I told you! That's like a fucking... I told you! That was how much you had to, like, crack a skull, man. I told you they can bite nearly 3 times that.
So a croc would pop your head like a watermelon. And if you don't immediately get folded by the first bite, those jaws will latch onto you as the croc begins a death roll, spitting its ton of body weight like a washing machine until whatever part of you it has decided to eat snaps off and is added to its protein goals.
Oh my god.
But the best thing about the crocodile is their build is so f***ing good.
Death roll. Oh my god.
With very little evolutionary change for 65 million years. Which means I grew up watching Steve Irwin wrestle dinosaurs for fun. Rest in peace, you absolute f***ing legend.
Absolute Giga Chat! That's crazy flawless evolution. Holy actual fucking dinosaur. Crocodile dinosaur. Absolute Giga Chat dinosaur. I don't like Australia
Koalas
anymore.
are really dumb.
That's
In fact,
cute.
Australia's fuzzy icon is probably the dumbest thing on the
Chat,
planet.
it's literally
and that stupidity
you.
starts with their diet, because of all the things they could have chosen to eat, they chose to
Poison.
eat nothing but straight up poison.
Yeah!
You see, koalas
They eat
feed
eucalyptus.
exclusively on eucalyptus leaves, which, shocking no one, are highly toxic, because they are full to the brim with eucalypt oil, which is so fucking poisonous that as little as 3.75 mil is enough to land you in the afterlife, with the Reaper asking you why the fuck you felt the need to eat a leaf.
Why?
Oh, it's also highly flammable and burns like napalm, because Australia. Now, despite nature putting up this giant do not
the
eat sign,
STD bear
that did
what?
not stop the koala, because he can't fucking read. This suboptimal bulking diet not only gives the koala fuck all in the way of nutrition, but also requires their body to rest to filter out the toxins so they don't fucking cark it. Meaning they need to spend upwards of 18 hours a day sleeping.
Bro, that's literally me. Chat, this is me on my days off. I need to sleep for 1 million years. 18 to 22 hours. Honestly, that's me, bro. Just like me, for real, for real.
In order to just digest their fucking food. These dumbasses spend most of their life
Of course I
in
know
a
him.
food
He's
coma.
me.
That is, however, if they even get to the food to begin with, because they are so mind-numbingly brain dead that they will not recognize a eucalyptus leaf as food unless it is on the branch. I could give
That's so funny. I'm close enough. I'm in this picture and I don't like it.
dumbass a lifetime supply of food, and if it wasn't on a stick, he would starve to death.
No
It should
leaves?
come as no surprise to you at this point that the koala has such an esky temperature IQ that they literally have a smooth brain. The thoughts slide right off of this dumb.
It's so smooth.
I love him.
No ridges or lumps. No valleys or bumps. I love it.
This wasp is basically a xenomorph. Introduce.
Why is it different color? I might be a koala. I think everybody is a koala in this chat. The thoughts just slide right off. Mm-hmm. Right over. Yeah. She has 10 more minutes before I have to throw her back in the chamber again.
Using the tarantula hawk wasp, possibly one of the most...
Sorry, did they say... Sorry. Did they put 3 different animals in the title of one? Tarantula hawk wasp. Bitch, pick a struggle!
nightmare-inducing insects on the planet. And the reason it's such a threat to your mental health is because its hunting and reproduction strategy is ripped straight from Ellen Ripley's autobiography. But
oh my
before
God.
we get to the strats, you're gonna have to learn a little bit about it first. Native to Australia, because of course it fucking is, this fucker is the largest wasp on the planet, coming in at a massive 2.5 inches. Which, I mean, boys, we would all agree.
Why the fuck is it so big? Why is it so big? Why is it so big? No,
well above
man,
average, right?
no,
Huge.
no,
And this
no.
is probably the most effective 2 inches has ever been because it has the second most painful sting of any insect on the planet, coming in just barely behind the bullet ant. Pack and a half-inch stinger with a potent venom that has been described as blinding, debilitating, I can't move my arm, and electric. Now, the size and poison aren't just for nothing, because as the name tarantula hawk wasp suggests, they are purpose-built, genetically perfect killing machines designed specifically to violate spiders, making Australia...
They kill spiders! They kill spiders! I would go back and look at that image, but I really don't want to. Oh my God! Oh my God! They ate that shit!
Basically an all-you-can-eat buffet for them. But they don't just execute the spiders. No, that'd be too normal. Hawk wasps use spiders to reproduce in one of the most horrific ways possible. And that all starts...
I'm sorry, what?
starts with a female hawk wasp hunting down a tarantula. As the buff bulking spider takes a wrong turn down a dark alley, the hawk wasp, noticing the 8 sets of TNs on his feet, proceeds to fucking jump him, flying down from above to land a sting into the spider's abdomen, instantly and permanently paralysing it. The Bug Harbour Butcher then proceeds to drag the still completely conscious and aware spider into an isolated kill room, which is where the fucked up part really begins. Because our wasp isn't hungry, it's pregnant, and proceeds to lay its egg on the paralysed spider's abdomen. After about 3 to 4 days, that egg hatches into a larvae. A very, very hungry larvae. Fortunately, there's a whole bunch of fresh food right here underneath them. That food being the still paralysed, still very conscious and aware spider. The larvae burrows into the spider's abdomen and gets to work converting it into a KFC family bucket, consuming it from the inside out, purposely avoiding vital organs to keep the food nice and fresh.
What the frick? What a nightmare! What an actual nightmare! What do you mean? Oh my God! That's terrifying!
After it's done consuming a living being, the larvae breaks forth from the demolished corpse like a fucking chestburster and fucks off to continue the generational arachnid violation. Anywho, good luck getting any sleep tonight.
Oh, hell no! What the fuck? That's crazy! That's actually so fucked up. What do you mean? What a nightmare. What a fucking nightmare. What an actual nightmare. Nature calls it brilliant? Yeah, buddy. Oh my God. What a
A gorilla
nightmare.
can't beat 100 men in a fight. He gets jumped.
Oh, I
That
remember
begs
that.
the question, which animal does win? And the answer, stepping into the ring at 5 meters long and weighing in at a genuinely frightening
hippopotamus.
4,500 kilos.
Hippopotamus.
I present to you the hippopotamus. Yeah, look, a hippo causing a 100 long line at the gates of heaven after a fight is honestly pretty plausible. You see, despite the fantastic PR work Moo Gang has done for the hippopotamus community,
I love him. I want Moody!
doesn't change the fact that Moto here is a sentient Ford F-150, the temperament of a fucking serial killer who can win this fight for one very specific reason. You can't fucking hurt it.
What?
You say the hippopotamus is possibly the
Wait, he's kind of fast though. Why is he low-key fast? Wait, why is he low-key really fast? Wait,
tankiest land animal on the fucking planet, packing an unbelievably
he's
thick
moving, bro.
2-inch high. Now look, we all know 2
he's
inches is a lot,
fucking moving.
especially in the sheets, but in the streets of the African savannah, this makes them practically Don't believe me? Here is a hippopotamus walking away from 10 lions trying to
He's unbothered. He's unfazed and unbothered. The aura of this hippopotamus. That's how it looks when I'm on my way to Taco Bell. The aura on this man is unmatched.
convert it into a family meal. Notice how the hippopotamus does not give a single fuck. If Mufasa and his extended family can't hurt it, neither can you. However, don't let the fact that it's walking away fool you here. The hippopotamus is not a peaceful animal. They are, in fact, violent, psychopathic, 4.5-ton thundercats that can and will bite you in half.
The bite of 87? The bite of 87? One tap, bro.
A hippo's jaw produces 2,000 psi of pure crushing force. So if he catches your ass, you are the watermelon. And as if the hydraulic press wasn't bad enough, don't forget they've got 2 20-inch fangs in that mouth.
Was that the bite of 87?
It'll put a hole in you big enough to stick your f***ing arm through. But honestly, the bite doesn't even f***ing matter. It weighs 4.5 tons and can run at 30k an hour.
Yeah, I told you he's
Getting
a
hit
fast
by
boy. Why is he so fast? There are 3 things that are likely to kill you in Africa. Hippos, black mambas, and cow species called the widowmaker. Oh my god, bro.
That's a heavy-ass Volvo.
A charging hippo is like getting hit by a fucking bus. There is no way we are winning a fight against something that could probably take out 10 people just by rolling over.
That's actually me, bro.
In summary, don't f with the hungry hippo.
That alligator he's just dead, bro. He just perished. That was the last time we'll see that fucking alligator alive, man. Holy, croc got wrecked. Holy, bro. Hippo attacks are on the Nile. Hippo attacks on the Nile have been reported since ancient times. The ancient Egyptians were already very afraid of them. Lamau. Ding, there was actually a fun movie called Footstruck Stolen by Ding. Aww. Unironically, there was an actual bite of 87 involving a hippo. The bite of 87? That's crazy. Okay, I have to lock my daughter away again. I'm gonna have to tell you to go away. She's been locked away once again. How did the dog doing? She's being locked away.
Komodo dragons are horror villains. I mean, seriously,
Oh,
this
I've heard about
industrial-sized
those.
lizard is easily one of the biggest assholes in the animal kingdom when it comes to hunting methods, packing a PhD in suffering and a double degree in biological warfare purely because they cannot be expending effort to hunt. You see,
What do they mean
Godzilla's
by
little
that?
cousin here is the largest lizard in the world, weighing up to 166 kilos and being a full 3.13 meters in length.
Wait,
which
that's
means,
kinda
for the
huge.
short kings in my audience, if you're brave enough, bang a motor transport right there.
True.
Now, being the reptile equivalent of a Cadillac Escalade means that the Komodo dragon needs to consume a lot of calories to keep that bulk going. However, rather than using that bulk to proactively chase down and body slam its prey, they can take down prey 3 times their size because, as if being a reptilian tank was not enough, they are also venomous.
What the?
And this isn't just your run-of-the-mill snake venom that, gives you a nice quick 15-minute death. No. A Komodo hunt starts with it running up to its prey and giving it a nice big chomp on the leg, injecting
Oh,
it
that's
with
Jilver.
hemorrhagic venom. After biting, the Komodo dragon off and just sits there watching.
And waits.
The confused and bewildered animal runs off into the forest, leaking blood, allowing that Komodo dragon to track it like a DoorDash order.
That's
A week goes by,
crazy.
and that bite wound isn't closing because hemorrhagic venom prevents blood clots. So the animal is still
Just
slowly
bleeds
bleeding
to
out,
death.
and the Komodo is still watching. More time passes. That bite wound gets infected because Komodos are carrion feeders, meaning that the inside of their mouth is full of enough rotting flesh and bacteria to give Asmongold a run for his money. The infection
That's so cack. That's actually so cack.
begins to drain the animal's strength, and the Komodo is still watching. Another week passes. The infection has
Damn,
spread,
bro.
and the flesh has begun to rot. And you best believe that ass lizard is still there watching like he's waiting for his meal to heat up in the microwave. Once the bleeding, disease-ridden animal becomes too exhausted
He's
to move on
literally
its
doing
own
Scarlet
and
Raw
collapses,
IRL, man.
the Komodo strolls over and eats it alive, shredding it into chunks if it's larger, or if it's small enough, swallowing it whole as it screams on the way down. Even for me, man, that's fucked.
He said, I'm hungry and you're what I eat, bro. That's fucked. That's so fucked, champ. What? Not the baby, go!
This is the deadliest snake in the world. Introducing the inland taipan, and being the deadliest venom noodle in the world.
I like snakes, chat. Do you guys like snakes? I like snakes. I think snakes are cute.
I'll give you exactly one guess as to where it's found.
Down under.
It's Australia, of course. It's fucking Australia. Be so
Venom
serious here.
noodle.
Where the else did you think you were going to find it? Canada? More specifically, as
Noodle.
the name suggests, the taipan is found inland in the outback. Luckily, extremely far from civilization.
I also want
because
a pet
this
snake.
homicidal hospital hose is the definition of size doesn't matter. Because despite having extremely small fangs for a venomous snake, coming in at only 6.2 millimeters, the taipan is here to show you that you absolutely fucking can feel less than an inch, because those fangs contain the statistically deadliest snake venom on the fucking planet. Yeah, taipan venom is a pina colada
gonna
of
eat
pain,
Booba.
containing
No!
but not limited to hemotoxins to cause blood clots, myotoxins for paralysis and necrosis, nephrotoxins to shut down your kidneys, and 3 different kinds of neurotoxin. Needless to say, if it bites you, you will get a headache, vomit up the entire contents of your stomach, collapse to the ground in agonizing pain, and then your heart and lungs will stop, sending you to meet God in under 15 minutes. And that venom is so fucking potent that one bite contains enough toxin to do that to 100 people. But the funniest part of this snake's venom is that in the wild, they only hunt rats and fucking mice. The deadliest venom on the planet.
Bro.
And they are using it to pack up Remy the rat. It's like
That's
hunting a rabbit with a
fucked up,
fucking
man.
orp.
That's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Kaboom!
That's actually so fucked up. Why did they develop that such strong, like... How did they come to develop that? It just happened? Likely most snakes just want to be left alone. That makes sense. He's doing the best that he can. Oh my god. Keep it away from me. Life happens. Pray, I guess. That's insane, chat. I'm gonna fucking
This
cry.
adorable little
Oh,
octopus
baby.
is also the world's deadliest. Introducing the blue-ringed octopus, a species of cephalopod native to Australia, and in a shock to precisely 0 people at this point, it's venomous. Because of course it's fucking venomous.
It's got
Why
colors
wouldn't it
on
be
it.
venomous? That'd make my life way too fucking easy. Now, to its credit,
It's-
unlike
unless
most of the
you're a
toxic
black
bullshit in
mamba.
this
What's a
hellscape
black
I call
mamba?
home,
Is that
they
a
at least
spider?
have the common decency to be coloured like a fucking neon sign.
It's
However,
cute.
it immediately loses this credit by being the octopus equivalent of a fucking hobbit, coming
Wow.
in smaller than a 50-cent coin.
It's a little
And
baby.
this is a problem, because it is the most venomous octopus in the world.
Ooh.
That's right, this fluoro spaghetti ball is packed to the brim with neurotoxin. More specifically, tetrodotoxin. You know, the same shit that turns cooking a puff fish into a quick time event? Yeah, these little guys are packing it too. However,
literally me,
because
bro.
it is Australian, the blue-ringed octopus is on violence timing and is the only animal in the world to use this shit as an offensive measure by way of a venomous bite. But what does the venom actually do? Well, imagine you're wading through the rock pools with the homies,
Just
and you
going
accidentally
the
disturb
homies.
this little gentleman's residence.
Ah, hi.
The blue ring, taking the American approach to home defense, suctions onto your leg and bites you. Best part, it's completely painless. So if you're distracted by how thick your mate's looking in those Speedos, you aren't going to feel shit. That is, until your face starts tingling like TV static. It's warm
What?
out here under the sun, but you weren't sweating like this 5 minutes ago.
Black Mamba's another scary snack. What the hell? Black Mamba equals Kobe Bryant. That's what I was gonna say.
Now you got a headache. You start to feel sick, weak. You go to call out, but your voice comes out slurred like you just knocked back a bottle of vodka.
2 shots of vodka.
2 shots of vodka.
And then suddenly, your legs come out from under you, and you hit the beach. Fun fact about tetrodotoxin. It's a paralytic.
Oh, it's
Freezes up
silver.
your muscles one by one, starting with your arms and legs, which is why you're kissing the sand. You know what else is a muscle? Your diaphragm, the muscle that controls your
You're
breathing.
breathing.
And yeah, turns those bad boys off too. And so, your chest stops rising and falling, and you suffocate to death right there on the beach.
You just fucking die. 2 shots of vodka.
Now,
I love
you may
that
be wondering.
thing so much.
How come no one called an ambulance? That's easy. They didn't have time to. You went up to meet
You're
your
dead.
ancestors in under 20 minutes. God ordered your ass with same-day shipping, and this little fucker delivered.
Oh my
Employee of the
god.
month.
Flatlining. Not
This
fun.
shrimp can cause explosions.
Wait, I like him. Look at him. He's so pretty. I love it when animals have a bunch of nice colors, but usually that means they're like really dangerous, aren't they? I have a problem, chat. Every single time, I have a problem. I have a problem, chat. Do you guys want to know what my problem is? Do you guys want to know what my problem is? Haha, man, this shrimp. Yeah. You guys want to know what my problem is? I have various ones, but I'll tell you one of them. Just for today. If you even care. If you even care. If you even care, chat. I have a problem with touching. I can't stop. every single time I go to a museum or when I go to Arboretum or something, I just have this innate need to want to touch everything. It's like I don't think about it. And so it takes a while because I'm just like, I need to touch everything. I need to hold it. I see something, I'm like, I need to touch. So if I were to see a cool animal like that, I will definitely be like, I need to touch it. Definitely don't feel Australia. I might accidentally kill myself in Australia, honestly, chat. I might texture go burr. Exactly! If I were to go to Australia, I might actually die. Because I'm going to be like, oh my god, I want to touch it. 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 Oh my god, I want to touch it.
My main goal is to blow up.
And act like I don't know nobody!
Native to the West Indo-Pacific Ocean and possibly the coolest crustacean under the sea. Because this fluorescent armoured sausage is actually a voracious, bloodthirsty predator rocking enough surveillance equipment to scare the CIA with a weapon powerful enough to surpass Metal Gear. See, the mantis shrimp is a highly effective predator, and they find and track their prey with easily the most advanced set of eyes on the fucking planet. First off, each of these eye stalks can rotate independently like a periscope, giving them a full 360 degrees of vision. However, more importantly, they can see colours we can't. You see, the mantis shrimp's eyes can
Chat, have you ever thought about all the colours that you can't see? I wonder if the sun makes a color that we can't necessarily see. Like, you know how there's ultraviolet and shit? I wonder if that's just like... Because that's like a range that we're not allowed to like perceive, right? And the only way we can perceive it is by using special cameras that convert the energy into a way that we can see it. But technically, like, hypothetically, there's a color that we can't see when we go outside, and it only affects us when we are outside, but it's present already, and we just can't pick it up with our own naked eye. There are people that can see more colors than anybody else. That's crazy. Humans have 3 types of color cones in their heads. Mantises have 12 to 16 types of color ones. Yeah, you can see how much the sun looks in other spectrums. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, isn't there a movie about that? Wakanai. It's so nuts. Yeah, sometimes I spend time thinking about the things that I can't think about. And that's like colors that I can't see. I think about what they would look like, even though I have no perception of what they would look like. I don't know, get nerfed by having to wear glasses so more colors would be just weird stuff for me. What if human got to evolve to have more 3 color cones? That would be so crazy. The sun produces a lot more colors in different spectrums. Yeah! I think about this often. I'm thinking of this often, chat. I think of this often. All colors. And yes, if I go to Australia, I would have to be put in a bubble because I would want to touch everything. And so maybe I shouldn't touch everything. I touch a lot of things that I shouldn't. Like hot oil and hot pans, and I don't know, I just don't ever think about temperature a lot, and so it ends up hurting. I'm an idiot.
A full 15 photoreceptor cones compared to our 3. Which is a fancy way of saying they can see in 16K HDR with ray tracing enabled at 500 render distance.
Oh my piece.
Now, not only is the visual clarity unmatched, they can also see into the infrared and ultraviolet light spectrums. And despite all of this, they still can't find who asked. What they can, however, find is their next meal. The mantis shrimp subsists on a diet of fish, worms, squidward, and, most importantly, Mr. Krabs. Now, crabs famously exist inside of a defensive shell. So, how does this polite little gentleman break into the shell? Simple. He throws hands.
Oh my god.
That's right, weighing in at only 90 grams and 38 centimeters in length, the mantis shrimp has a punch that produces 15,000 newtons of force. That is 176 newtons per gram. So if a human was capable of that same kind of force, a right hook from someone who weighs 80 kilo would be like getting hit in the face with 6 sticks of dynamite. Now, to produce that force, its claw needs to be moving at 83 kilometers an hour, which is so fast it creates a vacuum in the water called a cavitation bubble, which then immediately collapses at such a speed it creates a mini explosion that flashbangs the target and reaches a temperature hotter than the surface of the sun. Mr. Krabs is getting f***ing disintegrated.
Money, money, money.
But he's so tiny. That shouldn't be but he's so tiny. How is this possible? He's literally so small. What? What? What even?
Most snails aren't scary, except for this one. This one's Australian.
Aw, man.
Introducing the cone snail, an aquatic mollusk native to the land down under. And as seems to be the requirement when sharing your postcode with a kangaroo, you guessed it, it can quite easily cause your neck snap to be in a coffin. And the way it can achieve it is this bad boy right here. You see, despite most snails having a reputation for being slow goobers that get folded by a salt shaker, the cone snail is a highly effective ambush predator. And you may be wondering, how the fuck does a creature that moves
They
slower
need a
than...
specialized glass to house them? Really? That makes sense, or else they will literally just fucking snap it. Get snapped, idiot.
The GTA 6 development cycle, hunt anything. Well, that's simple. It has a grappling hook. That's right, Gary's murderous little cousin here is a roadhog, mate.
Oh no.
And he hunts by slowly but surely stalking up on his prey until he's just within range, and then bang! The cone snail does a quarter circle input, spitting out a tooth harpoon at 90 kilometers an hour. This harpoon then nails its prey, allowing them to reel it in like he's playing Scorpion. And in case that wasn't bad enough, as seems to be a requirement for spawning on Australian servers, it's venomous. That harpoon also injects its prey with a highly potent neurotoxin that instantly paralyzes it. This means it cannot put up a fight, as it is sucked into the snail's ginormous maw like a nightmarish version of Kirby. And, you know, just in case you thought for once you might be safe, cone snail venom is potent enough to kill 700 people with one sting. Oh yeah, and there's no anti-venom, because it's not enough that it can kill me. No, I have to die knowing there is zero counterplay. Who balanced this
Yeah, who balanced this shit, man? I'm losing to a mollusk player. That's fucked up, chat. We shouldn't keep Australia on, like... Who even engineered Australia? Like, can we ban them? Why did we decide that Australia needed to be, like, a country? Can we just, like, lock them up in quarantine? They play on a different server, literally. Can we, like, ban them? Do you think that would be okay, chat? I just start banning them. British criminals make Australia. Ah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Wasn't it like their Alcatraz or some shit? Crime families. Like prison, you mean? That was the original intent of the British, right? That's true. Pretty much. Wow. Wow.
If you see this thing T-pose, run!
What's that?
Introducing the
Oh,
anteater,
that's an
a goofy
anteater.
little creature native to Brazil, and to understand why the absolute stance on this bad boy is a threat to your health, you're going to have to understand a little about his lifestyle first. Now listen, I know this may come as a shock to you, but the anteater eats ants. And weighing in at 40 kilos and 1.8 meters in
After the US ran away and the British no longer could send inmates there, they had to... Wait, they send inmates to the US? Wait, did they used to send inmates to the US? What?
length, it needs to consume upwards of 40,000 ants per day. Now, in order to help him hit his bulking goals, the anteater has a mystery mouse tool stored inside that XL sniffer. A 60 centimetre long tongue designed to snake its way down an ant colony's tunnel network, smash into their living room, and abduct the entire cast of Bug's life and convert them into a high-calorie meal. However, what that tongue do only goes so far.
That's
An
actually
ant
so
colony
crazy.
can extend up to 4 meters underground, and termites live in high-rises, which means our boy here is going to have to do a little excavation to get to the goods. But last I checked, an anteater can't go down to Bunnings and buy a shovel. So how does he dig? Oh, that's simple, with the combat knives he has for claws. Yeah, anteaters are permanently cosplaying Freddy Krueger with a set of 4-inch claws, which, proving the effectiveness of a few inches, can crack through f***ing concrete. Now,
I have a
these
feeling
work
this
great
guy
for
has a
digging,
small
but they are
pee-pee.
also more than capable of flatlining you. When threatened, the anteater will rear up into a defensive T-pose. This is your sign, if you are smart, to turn around
And run away.
all the way off. If, however, you were, say, some dumbass trophy hunter who really felt the need to try and stab an animal for no reason other than ego, the anteater will swipe at you with those claws, which are at the perfect height to nail your inner thigh, slip through your flesh like butter, and sever your femoral artery, causing you to bleed out in 2 minutes while the anteater watches you go meet your ancestors. Can you imagine having to explain to your ancestors who felled woolly mammoths you got your shit packed up by the most unserious creature on the planet hitting a T-pose?
The guy deserved it real.
Australia's scariest spider is hiding a deep secret. But what is it? Well,
No, not the
introducing the huntsman,
spider.
native to the land down under, and the #1 cause of tourists absolutely shitting themselves on camera. And look, in defense of said tourists, I will be the first to admit, yeah, this looks scarier than a f***ing job application. Those gangly ass legs and the hair make him look like Slender Man's testicle. Now, as if having a negative charisma stat wasn't bad enough, I regret to inform you that the huntsman spider grows up to 30 f***ing centimeters in size, making it the largest spider on the planet by leg span and legally allowing Subway to market him as a foot long. Now, being the spider equivalent of a Ford F-150, you'd think he'd have the common decency to be slow, you know, tank build. Unfortunately, the huntsman is f***ing turbocharged. Now, it's usually at this point in the video that I would inform you that he is also highly venomous, because it's Australia. However, that's his big secret. The huntsman is a big sweetheart. You see, despite looking like an SCP, huntsmen are incredibly timid, and on the rare occasion they do bite, their venom is harmless. In fact,
that's nice.
seeing one of these bad boys in your house is a blessing in disguise, because if you see a huntsman in your home, I guarantee you won't see any annoying ass flies or mosquitoes, because he's eaten them. You see, he understands he's big enough that he should be paying rent, and so he contributes to the household in pest control. I personally have had one of
I'm
these bad
good.
boys as an 8-legged roommate, and I can tell you they're pretty good company. Except for the part where they cause car crashes.
What?
Yeah, you see, huntsmen like to hide in tight spaces and cracks, and they do it by flattening out their body to fit into the gap. Now, in the house, that usually means you'll just find them behind a painting, but when you're flying down the highway at 110k an hour and decide to flip down the sun visor because God is trying to flashbang you, yeah, they like to sleep in there and you've just dropped one into your lap. Now, whatever you do, don't panic or you're going to crash the...
Oh, hell nah! Oh, hell nah! Oh, hell nah. That's terrifying. Nope. Nope. Actually, I almost crashed my car on the highway the other day because I saw a bug in my car. That was a fun time. I was like losing it because it started flying around my face. It's not their fault you got spooked by the sweetheart. Nope. Nope. Was it a big bug? It was like... what kind of bugs is it? It's the one that's shaped kind of like a pentagon. Shaped like a pentagon, and it's like an outside bug, and it's got a hard shell. Got little legs and like little antennas, and I don't know. A stink bug? Yeah, I think it was a stink bug. Yeah, it almost killed me. It like started crawling on my windshield and then started flying around my face, and it was like, hell nah. Hell nah. It was not cute. It was not cute. It was not cute. Do not recommend, chat. Do not recommend. Well, that was more pause. Sorry, but if a foot-long spider drops into my lap while I'm doing 70 on the freeway, it's just God calls that everyone's on the road is going to Jesus. That's actually so true. That's so true. It's like, yep. That everyone's coming with us. He's calling us home. That smell will never leave the car. Really? Let me see. Let me see. Stink bug. Really? Because I crushed it and I don't think it smelled like that. I didn't say it. I guess I didn't really squish it good enough, I guess, probably. It is a stink bug, though. Nasty. Nasty. And God said LOL. God said LOL. Understandable. That was crazy. Well, that was more Paz's compilation newsfeed videos. Smells like cilantro. Do you guys have the thing that makes things smell like cilantro? Well, at least we don't have to deal with the camel spiders. That's true, I guess. That's true. That's true. Wait, what do you mean camel spiders? Chat, should we dump into Warhammer 40k lore? Does anyone in here actually like Warhammer 40k? It is cilantro? What is cilantro? Like the plant? What about cilantro? Well, at least we don't... There's a type of tiny local media and beetle in the same family as stink bugs. Those suck and smell weird. Bleh. I feel bad for the people that have the genes that make cilantro taste like soap. That's true. Warhammer 40k in my OSEEP stream. Should we watch a Warhammer 40k faction? Have you played 40k? No. Do you guys want to watch me and help me figure out how to do Warhammer shit?
As someone who doesn't necessarily serve the Omnissiah, but someone who can appreciate them, you will not be getting my legs today, as I will be replacing them with various things depending on which faction we are currently talking about to add a little bit more context and possible comedy to whatever the hell I am
we dive into Warhammer 40k. So Brickman, Bricky, guys, should we watch Warhammer 40k? Some of the 40k lore is pretty funny, especially the orcs. You think so? The miniatures at Momocon were really interesting. Well, I guess we can dive into some 40k lore. Although let me move the category. Let's still just oh, not just add. All the VTubers all VTuber passway to 40k through Bricky. Amen. Let's do it. Let's do it. Every single Warhammer 40k faction explained.
I'm currently doing. So, hello everybody, my name is Bricky, and
Hi,
this is going to be a long video and a large project that has been going on for quite some time. This is, I need two hands for this. This is every single Warhammer 40k race in kind of a nutshell, explained, a little bit of explanation, a little bit of lore, a little bit of talking about the tabletop, mostly lore, what they're all about, and also a little bit of background for those of you who just have no clue what Warhammer 40,000 is.
Do I want to go on a whole hour fucking Warhammer 40k explanation? I gotta be responsible and work on some stuff. Take care. Watching fun facts on nature's more wild animals. That was dope. Thanks, Carol Bells. Also, it's only part 1. It is kinda hella long. And by kinda, I mean it is very long. How about... Lol, they're bawling? They're bailing? Yeah, bro. I'm saying it's a time. Well, there's also Space Marines, but I think that's just about as long. 1.5 or 2 times speed if you do it. But would you guys die if it's 2 times speed is the question. 指も取りのしまってしまって昨日見もりまるもプチマウト取って移動したもまりびどびんごじだないの君の鳥めしまいてぽちょってきめ守りままってしまわどったびどびなまってびだぼもてながま I use 3 times a lot, no clue about the others. You end up doing 3 times speed? That would be insane. Let's see. Let's take a look. See. What does it sound like if it's at 3 times?
They say Warhammer and Warhammer 40,000 is a universe people hear plenty of but don't know a whole lot about. They say, oh, there's these dudes in big power armor with chainsaw swords, and there's big old green orcs, and there's some bugs over there, and everyone calls these guys weebs, and there's these specky bitches over here. I don't get it. I don't understand. Where do I start? Well, this video is particularly for you, or for those of you who have a little bit of knowledge, but kind of curious about each of the different races and factions in Warhammer. So overall, the Warhammer universe is vast when it comes to lore and background, and each different faction is so different with the things they believe in, and some are human, some are transhuman, like they all have these crazy-ass electronics on them. You've got aliens, and you've got the chaos faction, and there's so much to entail that I decided to embark on this project to tell you what each and every single one of them is about, and what the Warhammer universe is about as well, to give at least a little bit of intro to this extremely bloated, but very, very...
Honestly, I can follow this, although pitch it down a bit. What do you mean pitch it down a bit? Wrong button. Actually, not incomprehensible. That's what I'm saying.
Very enjoyable world that I and many others partake in. So I will be explaining every single faction in the Warhammer 40k universe, at least all the factions you can play as, and some smaller factions here and there. I will not be discussing absolutely everything in it because that's a little bit much, and I'm not going to go too mega deep into the lore. I'm going to give you a pretty solid overview of each of the different factions and have you learn a little bit about them, and we'll discuss a little bit of the tabletop as well in case you were curious about that. But for this episode entirely, we are discussing the Imperium of Man, because that takes up a fat chunk of Warhammer lore.
Oh, boo-hoo.
What is Warhammer 40,000? Well, the 40,000 starts off is the year 40,000, the 41st millennium. That's where it takes place, is in the year 40,000, 41,000 AD. You're already more knowledgeable. Let me read you a quote, first of many quotes in this video. It is the 41st millennium. For more than 100 years, the Emperor has sat immobile on the golden throne of Earth. He is the master...
For the Emperor!
mankind by the will of the gods, and master of 1,000,000 worlds by the might of his inexhaustible armies. He is a rotting carcass, writhing visibly with power from the dark age of technology. He is the carrion lord of the Imperium, for whom 1,000 souls are sacrificed every day so that he may never truly die. To be a man in such times is to be amongst untold billions. It is to live in the cruelest and most bloody regime imaginable. These are the tales of those times. Forget the power of technology and science, for so much has been forgotten, never to be relearned. Forget the promise of progress and understanding, for in the grim, dark future, there is only war. There is no peace amongst the stars, only an eternity of carnage and slaughter and the laughter of thirsting gods. Everything blows. And it blows fucking hard. Warhammer is probably the most dark and depressing universes ever in fiction, or at least like top 3. Everything is so absurdly horrible, destructive, or overpowered that it all kind of ends up canceling itself out. It's like Dota. War rages across the galaxy. Interstellar travel is only possible due to sacrificing 1,000 souls a day to a rotting carcass of a man who you believe to be your god. Demonic gods.
I love this. What are their intestines doing outside of their body?
Just demons tear open the fabric of reality on a whim. Other Xenos, or even other humans, end up killing each other in untold billions across the galaxy. It is a time of unending war, slaughter, and a bloodbath amongst everyone. Planets are deemed unrecoverable and are completely destroyed on a whim. Everything sucks. But that's like the charm of it. See, everything in Warhammer is evil, but being evil is kind of fun. Like humanity, in its own right, is a xenophobic, prejudiced, and religious zealot group that kill each other just as much as they kill all of their enemies. And they're like mid to high tier evil on the evil scale of Warhammer. Nobody's good. No matter who you are, everyone is some flavor, some color of evil. Whoever you pick, you are going to be the bad guy. But that
Which one would Astrea be if Astrea was a faction? What do you think, chat? Should I be a blood angel?
That's the fun of it. Because being the bad guy is badass. Villains are cool. They look cool, they got cool outfits, they got cool weapons, they got cool armies. Villains are cool, man. And when everyone is a villain, everyone is pretty cool. That's what makes this so charming, is that everyone can be the bad guy. So let's start off talking about the main bad guy, quote unquote, the Imperium of Man. The Imperium of Man is the main empire of the human race. All of humanity is under this one flag called the Imperium. And about 10,000 years ago, there was a man. He was the Emperor of mankind, a 10-foot-tall psychic demigod who led humanity across the stars to colonize tons and tons of worlds, create superhuman soldiers, and really bring humanity to a new age. This man, the Emperor of mankind, was a psyker. And a psyker is like a magician of sorts. In the world of 40k, there is the warp, the immaterium, kind of like hell, but sort of like a purgatory dimension of hell. And a psyker is someone who can take that power and manifest it through their mind to use it to do stuff, like witchcraft stuff, magician stuff, spells, and lots of other things, but we won't get too into that. The Emperor, big boy psyker, top tier, A+, maybe even S. Now, the Emperor created a bunch of sons. Yes, created a bunch of sons known as the Primarchs. He created 18 Primarchs.
Wait. That's kind of crazy.
To have
I like
lead
the
all of the different
salamanders.
legions of humanity to the different
Battle
stars and planets to help
nuns?
colonize
I'm
them.
a battle
These Primarchs
nun.
are basically like little versions of the Emperor. Not all of them are psychers, but a lot of them are very, very powerful, and they lead his special Space Marine legions. Then this big clusterfuck happened called Horus Heresy, where the Emperor's favorite son, Primarch Horus, ended up joining Chaos and leading 9 of the 18, half of his Primarchs directly to Earth to fight down the Emperor himself. Now, if you want to know what Chaos is, remember what I mentioned earlier, the warp, that Immaterium, the hellish place? In there relies the 4 Chaos gods. Imagine like Satan and 3 other Satans. The warp being kind of either of those Chaos gods, that's the reason.
Oh, I'm the sex Satan. I remember. I like the sex Satan. The sex Satan girls. You know. Do you know what I'm talking about? I'm the sex demon lady. I remember being the sex demon lady, I think.
And so those Chaos gods manipulated Horus, and Horus helped manipulate all 8 other Primarchs to lead this giant coup directly on the Emperor on Earth, and they fucked up shit.
I want to be one of them. I like that one.
Wounding the Emperor, and right at the end of his life, they put the Emperor on this large golden throne on Earth, in which he is now alive.
Yeah, I want to be that one.
Powering something called the Astronomicon, so long as he stays alive, and is fed 1,000 people a day.
The Astronomicon!
Astronomicon is like the North Star. If you want to do interstellar travel in 40k, you need to pass through that demonic warp I mentioned earlier. But how do you know where you're going? Well, the Emperor is there, putting a nice little navigator right there. He helps navigate you to know where you're going. If you want to go from Earth to some crazy solar system across the way, you need to go through that warp, and then you need to know where you're going, go through there, and pop your way out. It's like doing nether travel in Minecraft, so you can shorten the distance between going to areas. So long as the Emperor is alive and being fed 1,000 people a day to stay alive, you can do that. The moment he dies, interstellar travel.
Well, it's settled. Astrea is an Emperor's children noise machine. What?
Travel's gone for all of humanity. You're so boned.
Battle nuns are singing while slaughtering? Wait, that's kind of cool, though. Do I want to be a sex demon, though?
Now, since the Horus Heresy 10,000 years ago,
I have to figure out what the nuns are fighting for. Who is the god that they believe in?
The Imperium has fallen from grace substantially. All technology has started to dwindle and die. There's now giant fundamental religious extremists that now believe the Emperor of mankind was a deity, a true...
You know, I painted a mini before. I painted a one singular Warhammer mini until it broke into a million shreds in my backpack by accident. Oopsie.
living god, which is probably the last thing the Emperor would have wanted to be remembered for. So now you have
a pipe organ rocket launcher. Wait, that's banger. I want a fucking pipe organ rocket launcher?
Have this thing called the ecclesiarchy, which is this giant church entirely devoted to spreading the good word of the emperor. He is now the holy emperor god, the god emperor of mankind, and all of the Imperium has taken up worshiping him to the fullest extent and killing anything that isn't humanity in his name. The Imperium has this futuristic gothic tone to it and a hefty religious zealotry to them. If you think anything against the emperor, that's heresy and you deserve to die. That is called being a heretic. Heretics die in 40k. There is no such thing as freedom of religion. There is no such thing as freedom of speech, so long as you are against the emperor. There is no such thing as any kind of tolerance. Everyone is a religious zealot. Some more than others, but no matter what, you preach in that good word. So right now, everyone in humanity is trying to expand their empire across the stars. If you are a heretic, someone who doesn't believe in the emperor, you are deserving of death. If you believe in the chaos gods, you are also a heretic and you deserve death. If you are an alien race of any kind, you are a filthy xenos and you deserve death as well. So long as the murder continues and humanity expands, the Imperium of Man is very, very happy. However, the largest fighting force of this Imperium is my personal favorite faction, and the first faction we'll discuss, the Astrea Militarum, or also known as the Imperial Guard.
Pretty shit now, man. You finished? Man. Game over, man.
The Imperial Guard is the main fighting force of the Imperium, and in a world of horrifying creatures,
Wow.
galactic monstrosities, the literal demons themselves breaking the
You said you wanted to be a Slanesh person. The Emperor's children are Chaos Space Marines that worship Slanesh and have a dedicated warrior unit called the Noise Marines who have giant base machines for guns. That's crazy! Battle Nun or Sex Demon, tough choice. That's what I'm saying.
through the fabric of time to kill you. The Imperial Guard are untold billions of regular men and women wearing modern day
Pope Leo gonna lead a movement, true.
like flak armor with a laser rifle. This is the humble lasgun, the main weapon of the Imperial Guard. It fires superheated plasma lasers at extremely fast fire rate. It is reliable, never jams. It can blow off limbs, giant holes in concrete. It is overall an extremely devastating weapon in modern day. It is one of the weakest in the 40k universe. Yeah, a laser rifle that never jams, it can blow off limbs, one of the weakest weapons. That's the world we're in right now. But who cares? Because the Imperial Guard has, in each battle, 500,000 of these men and women, 30,000 large armored tanks, 10,000 artillery batteries. The Imperial Guard wins through sheer numbers and firepower. They kind of have this World War I, World War II style aesthetic with legions of guardsmen as well as high company commanders and generals along with them, and multiple kinds of troops. A normal Imperial Guard battle starts off with artillery, long lines of artillery, cracking the crust of the planet underneath the enemy's feet. And as this barrage continues, hundreds of thousands of guardsmen, a sea of guardsmen, surges forward, firing and charging at everything possible, while the planet rumbles as tanks roll up behind them. Gunships block out the sun and tanks block out the dirt with the steps and hoofprints of millions of guardsmen. It is through numbers and sheer sundering firepower. They are the first and last line of defense for the Imperium and make up a huge bulk of the battles. The Imperial Guard is also made up of tons of different kinds of regiments. The Catachan jungle fighters live in a death world that's more hospitable than almost any firefight they'll ever get into. So they just have this steroid-looking, giant knife, Rambo Predator-looking sons of bitches where nothing is anywhere near as scary as a simple knight on their home planet. You have the Valhallan winter soldiers who haven't felt their toes in 300 years, the Mordian Iron Guard who are more interested in making their shoes shine than actually fighting a battle, and then of course the big one, the Cadians from Cadia. The biggest export of guardsmen in the entirety of the Imperium. You will fire your first gun at 5. You will disassemble and reassemble it at 10. You will have pounding artillery drills day in and day out at 15. And you'll fight your first swarm lord at 16. And if you mention Cadia, you will burst into an unrelenting amount of tears and sadness like I do daily. To quote,
Damn, that's crazy. Makes Master Chief look like a fucking nerd. That's crazy.
I have at my command an entire battle group of the Imperial Guard, 50 regiments including specialized drop troops, stealthers, mechanized formations, armored companies, combat engineers, and mobile artillery. Over 500,000 fighting men and 30,000 tanks and artillery pieces are mine to command. Emperor, show mercy to the fool that stands against me, for I shall not. The Imperial Guard are my personal favorite faction in 40k. They're the army I collect the most, the ones I enjoy playing the most, and the one I enjoy in the lore sense a lot. There's something about just a regular man with a laser rifle being told to charge the horrors of this universe and willingly doing so for his god emperor. It's just poetic. They actually represent the main Imperial Guard tactics pretty well.
I feel like this is the most lame, because they're not they're just humans, you know what I mean?
Large amounts of artillery that doesn't require a line of sight, lots of tanks, tons of infantry, drop troops, and gunships. Overall, they're pretty similar to how they sound, although a little bit expensive to collect, unfortunately. And they don't hit a lot. They have a bit of bad aim, but you don't really care because you're just drowning them in shots. However, if you want more accurate fire and specialization, we can move on to talk about Space Marines.
Space Marines!
Space Marines are genetically engineered super soldiers and superhumans. They're given extra organs, their skin tissue is toughened, their bones are stronger, they're taller than the average person. They're pretty massive people, and these are the specialized super soldiers that carry out a lot of the more specific tasks for the Imperium, and there's tons of legions of them. In fact, there's one per Primarch. Each Primarch, the Emperor's son, as I mentioned before, oversees their legion of Space Marines. The genetic upgrade they get is based on the genes of said Primarch, something called a gene seed. That's what brings them up to this like superhuman level. As stated, each Primarch has their own legion. Robot Girly Man has the Ultramarines, Jagatai Khan has the White Scars, Rogel Dorn has the Imperial Fists, Corvus Corax has the Raven Guard. There's a whole bunch of other side sections that are also extremely interesting and have a little bit more of a twist on the average Space Marines, which we'll discuss in a bit. Humorously enough, I don't have a whole lot to say about Space Marines. They're superhumanly fast. In fact, it's been said that nothing that large should move that quick. These men in power armor moving at blazing fast speeds. Their reflexes are faster. Their skin is tougher. They are overall just extremely powerful soldiers. In fact, where they differ comes down to which Space Marine legion we're talking about. For instance, the Ultramarines done by Robot Girlman, Gilliman, are the main blue boys, strong in almost every way. The jack of all trades kind of group that are a little bit too strong, and that's a lore problem. But the White Scars by Jagatai Khan are all about speed, freaks, go fast. We're talking attack bikes. We're talking land speeders. You want to go in quick. You want to hit them hard. You want them to be swarming around like buzzflies, buzzsaws, with the speed of buzzsaws. fuck you, Pale King. Salamanders love fire. Fire in the forge, fire in battle. Flamers, melta-guns, multi-meltas. Just so long as something can be burning, that's big. And they're also actually some of the nicest of the Space Marines. A lot of Space Marines have this kind of like holier-than-thou thing because of their genetic strength. However, the Salamanders tend to put human lives above the lives of themselves, which is actually rather rare. They're also all black,
nice.
but not like just regular black, like 2 a.m. line at a White Castle black. Like they have a charcoal, dark, ashy exterior
Oh my God.
and blazing red eyes. Apparently something about living on their home planet of Nocturne, which I don't know if that makes much sense, but who cares? This is like fantasy land anyway. Overall, Salamanders are actually my personal favorite legions because they're just really cool. They're fun to play as because of all their flamer weapons, and they have a nice, like, more heartwarming lore as opposed to being super evil like everyone else is. Oh my God, we're not even
I love
quarter of the way through Space Marine
being
legions.
evil.
Imperial fists wielding the power of the siege and defensive positions.
I want to
Raven
learn
Guard,
about the
masters of stealth and
sex
sabotage while having fire
demons.
helmets. Iron Hands, masters of machines and vehicles while being really goddamn good at being sold on eBay after one nerf. Space wolves, Vikings and wolves and tons of wolves and axes, battle axes, fur everywhere. Space wolves, so angry, big teeth, blood angels, genetic effect to make them want to drink blood and go crazy called the Red Thirst. They have Cupid wings and stuff, it's a little bit strange, and they're all super gay for Sanguinius. Dark angels are old school
my
mention,
God.
inner circle theme, and
Are you a heretic?
Me? No, never.
Deathwatch, a fancy anti-Xenos group that nobody plays because Deathwatch look cool though, but no one plays them. I don't know.
I'm not
They're there though. Black Templars, for the people who, if you haven't prayed at least 3 times a day, you're gonna start praying out that airlock. And I'm sure some other chapters I may have missed as well, like Crimson Fist and stuff. But those are the main ones right here. Here, quote from the Emperor himself: "They shall be my finest warriors. These men who give of themselves to me, like clay, I shall mold them, and in the furnace of war I shall forge them. They shall be of iron will and steely sinew. In great armor I shall clad them, and with the mightiest weapons shall they be armed. They will be untouched by plague or disease. No sickness shall blight them. They shall have such tactics, strategies, and machines that no foe will best them in battle. They are my bulwark against the terror. They are my defenders of humanity. They are my Space Marines, and they shall know no fear." And on the tabletop,
That's
they
crazy.
fuck. Oh, they fuck hard. As of making this video, Space Marines are laughably strong. That might change at some point, but overall, Space Marines just have the, it's like a Swiss
Yeah,
Army
they
knife.
look kinda
It's cool for
sick.
anything you need, except it's like a gold-plated Swiss Army knife. It is extremely strong. If you are actually getting into the tabletop of Warhammer, Space Marines are a great start. Also, whatever gameplay style you have, whether you want to be sit back with long range and heavy weaponry, go fast and run in, or even just full melee, all of these options are totally there for you. Space Marines are super badass, but unfortunately, it's time we start praying to our new god, the 2011 Honda Civic.
So is it any wonder people are afraid of technology?
The Adeptus
Yeah.
Mechanicus. The Adeptus Mechanicus are a technophile cult on Mars. Now, these people are a little bit weird because they don't actually really believe in the Emperor of Mankind. And you might think, oh, whoa, Berkey, that sounds like some heresy. A little bit. They believe in the Emperor, they believe in his power, but they don't pray to him. They pray to something called the Omnissiah. And the Omnissiah is this kind of machine god they believe permeates in all machines. And if you
That's
think, well,
kinda
wait a minute,
sick.
they believe in a different god as well? That sounds like super heresy. Well, yes-ish, but they also make all your guns, and they make all your tanks, and they make everything that you have, so you can't really tell them to fuck off. Because you're not going to win nothing if you don't got stuff to shoot people with. See, their Omnissiah at least makes sense from their standpoint. They believe it to be a deity that permeates through all machines. Your Honda Civic, your standard bolt gun, your Dune Strider Walker, your giant mechs, your huge ships. The Omnissiah is present through all. And the only reason your stuff works is because the machine spirit in it says it works. If you want your gun
Wait,
to
that's
work, your
kinda
tank
cool.
to run, you must pray to it. And I mean full stop. You need to start chanting in high Gothic. You need to burn incense. You need to sit on your knees and pray to that car. You need to rub oil on your robes, and you need to go, homina. Full stop. If you want your damn thing to work, if you want your gun to fire, you need to do that. They are very bizarre, and they actually have a bit of a point because it's obviously working. And if you look at them, I don't know how that works, so they obviously know something about what they're doing. The most notable member of the Adeptus Mechanicus is Archmagos, Magos, whatever, Belisarius Call. Look at this dude.
This is actually kind of cool.
This is the group we're talking about. These are these weirdos. Here, the Omnissian Creed. The credo, Omnissiah. There is no truth in flesh, only betrayal. There is no strength in flesh, only weakness. There is no constancy in flesh, only decay. There is no certainty in flesh, but death. Flesh is weakness, flesh is death. The Omnissiah is the god of the machines, and if you wish to be whole, if you wish to be holy, if you wish to give unto him, you must saw down your limbs and remove your organs and replace them with mechanical parts, because that is what he wants, and that is how you will become enlightened. Hard technical.
That's actually kinda
mixed with religious
sick.
extremism.
Wait, why are they
Now, for the
kind
army
of
side things,
cool?
they are with the Scutari. The Scutari operate with very bizarre weaponry and lots of different kinds of vehicles, tanks, and different people in between. They're very weird.
Honestly,
but they have
these
extremely
guys
wacky
are
and
fucking
enjoyable and, in
sick.
fact, quite effective both in the
You
real
want
game
your
and in
toast
the
to
lore,
work, you
weaponry,
better
and
start
overall,
praying
as an
to
army on
it.
tabletop, they're very
Riddle
weird,
me
how
when the
they're
ice cream at
but you have
McDonald's
wacky,
breaks
wacky,
down.
Hell, they're so paranoid. I gotta keep going. They're so paranoid and crazy. These Dune Striders you see right here, one guy was able to make them work. One guy, and he died. And they're so scared they'll never work again, but they keep them on and they never turn them off, and they run around in a circle the whole time until they need them and they corral it and they go to battle. Yep. The Adeptus Mechanicus. Now, if you want to talk about faith, though, let's talk about the Sisters of Battle.
A simp has fallen for an ego in Lego City.
The Sisters of Battle of the Adeptus Sororitas, if that's how I pronounce it correctly, is an all-female group of battle sisters going through the ecclesiarchy section of the Imperium. The ecclesiarchy is, of course, the church. This is, imagine a private army of the church. Which is scary, and it is. The sisters are an extremely zealotous force, and they take this to a full extreme. They believe in 3 main things: faith, martyrdom, and fire. Through the bolter, the flamer, and the melta, the sisters of battle
are these
extremely
the
potent at
nuns?
taking out chaos and heretics. Mainly heretics, because as they are a fighting section of the ecclesiarchy church, that's the big thing they want to kill. Any form of heretic will face the Emperor's justice through those 3 main weapons: the bolter, the flamer, and the melta, and they will do so with extreme prejudice. Literally. They are the closest things we have to nuns in space. And I'm talking hardcore nuns. They carry holy fire on their backs. They have holy, like, books and sigils all across their armor. Their main battle tank is a fucking pipe organ missile launcher. They have small babies that they have, like, removed their brain capacity to make them little servant cherubs to fly around and give them ammunition and shit. They drop churches from low orbit as mini drop pods onto battles. They drop churches into battles, and they blare war hymns and holy music from their frigates in low atmosphere and shower holy water across the battlefield. These are the people you are dealing with, and they're fucking awesome. They can literally
That's actually so
stave off
sick.
demons on the tabletop because their faith is that strong. Remember the warp, the demons from the warp? Well, the warp also manifests in your mind. All of your emotions, negative and positive, go through the warp. It's the immaterium, the place of all things. So if you are that mentally fortified, that mentally strong, you can stave off horrifying demons. And all these girls, oh, not a crack. Not a crack in that mental armor. Now, as much as a meme as they are, and
That's
their balls
crazy.
look a lot like Ongo Gabloglian, yeah, which I can't unsee anymore. I gotta say, I love their design. I think they're extremely cool. They're another army that I'm currently collecting. They just released a whole new line of figures very recently, and they look wonderful. Everything from Celestine, the living, literally undying saint, from the Triumph of Saint Catherine, which is literally a funeral procession as a model. Those organ tanks I mentioned earlier. This shit is the most over-the-top badassery in a lot of the Warhammer universe. And
That's
goddamn it, it's
so
over the top. But
sick.
Sisters of Battle are so cool. While I'm a guardsman at heart, oh, this is such a cool faction. By Bolter Shell, Flamer Burst, and Melta Blast, the mutant, the heretic, and the traitor alike are cleansed of their sin of existence. So it has been for 5 millennia, so shall it be until the end of time. And speaking of burning demons, the Grey Knights are
That
the
would be
first
so
army I
sick.
actually collected back in 7th edition. The Grey Knights are a super secretive and much more old school look at power armored knights, except they are all psychers. All of them have that crazy space magic magician shit. For every 100,000 guardsmen, there's one Grey Knight. For every 10,000
I
sisters
could
of
see
battle, there's one
myself.
Grey Knight. For every
I could see myself doing the cool nun thing. That's pretty sick. I didn't know they existed, but they're pretty dope.
1,000 Space Marines, there's one Grey Knight. Grey Knights are the strongest of the strong, both in mental will and absolute just strength. These are Space Marines that are all high-level psychers, all of them able to specifically do one goal, and that is kill demons. The Emperor believed that the demons of chaos were the #1 threat to the Imperium, and he probably is right. However, this group is entirely based on doing that through a myriad of tactics. Coming from the planet, or I guess the moon, of Titan in the Sol system, the Grey Knights are thrown through extremely rigorous training and are as clear of mind and soul as they possibly can be. Since the demons of the warp are the warp, and your mind projects to the warp, people can go insane very fast, especially lower-level psychers. These Grey Knights need to be able to harness the warp in the presence of demons and stay perfectly sane. One of the characters, one of my favorite characters, is named Castellan Crow. He has a demon blade, the black blade of Mahamahama, and he has to have it on him because it tempts everyone nearby, constantly beckoning them.
Wait, where do all the women come from if the sisters of sister whatever? How do they reproduce? How do they end up reproducing?
Use my power, use my strength, suck my penis, whatever the possibility. And so he has to keep it on him all the time as this thing whispers to him consistently. And he has to stave it off forever, being alone in his chambers or on the battlefield, because anyone who gets too close to it might be tempted a little too hard. He is that pure of heart and mind, and all the characters in the Grey Knights are basically like that. The only issue is that
They grab
Grey Knights have a
little
sorcerer
girls
policy,
from regular
more reason one.
planets.
If they're fighting demons, demons corrupt and make people crazy. So if I'm a guardsman and I'm fighting demons and the Grey Knights arrive and they kill all the demons, I'm a risk. And so guess who's not making it out of there? On the tabletop there.
The Sisters of Battle recruit orphans from the Imperium. Let me explain this.
Storks they deliver.
They're just regular people in the 40k universe as well.
They're very strike fast, strike hard kind of people. They teleport all around the place. They are fast strike groups, small amounts of models because they're so dang strong. You only have so many characters, but with it, you get in there, you're very tough, very tanky, you hit really hard, and you try to bounce around the battlefield quickly, but you don't have numbers, and so every dead Grey Knight hits really damn hard. They're fun though if you like that kind of fast striking kind of army. Oh, and also Caldor Drago is a thing. We're going to get into Caldor Drago. All right, that is, oh my goodness gracious. I am the hammer. I am the mail about his fist. I am the spear in his hand. Though we are lost, I am the shield on his arm. I am the flight of his arrows. I am the hammer. I am the sword. I am the shield. I am a soldier at the battle at the end of time. Grey Knights are pretty hardcore. They are as holy as you can get for a Space Marine. If you like Space Marines and you know they're holy enough, you want to be holier? Grey Knights. Now you want to be holier and big. Let's talk Imperial Knights. Oh, Lord, he coming! Do you like gigantic walkers the size of homes or medium-sized buildings? Do you want to kill heretics, but do you want to kill like 40 of them per turn? Do you want a gigantic old-school knight noble house style of walkers with giant chainsaw arms? Then you got Imperial Knights. Imperial Knights, it's not a whole lot to talk about them because they're just gigantic walkers. But they have this old-school like house feel to them, like they're houses. Each
They're
Imperial Knight comes from a
mechas,
house,
bro.
and each of them act in their own special way. These behemoth of walkers also destroy almost everything in their path, killing full swaths of squads in a couple shots, stepping on legions of troops. Like these
Are
things
these
do not mess around,
things
and they look so cool. Imperial Knights and
human?
Chaos Knights, actually, for that
Or
matter.
are
don't wanna
they
discuss. They're
robots?
just super big, heavy walkers, and they look different depending on your house or Chaos God you currently believe in. And overall, these things are just really cool if you want to murder everything in your path. With a big, scary, big unit of Warhammer, and if you want to collect them, go to town. They make for a great painting project too. Game over back down to earth. Let's talk something a little bit different, a little more gold. If Guardsmen are regular soldiers, Space Marines are super soldiers, Grey Knights are super soldiers, the Adeptus Custodes are super soldiers cubed. The Adeptus Custodes are the third major army I own. I know, 3 armies. I know, I got carried away, okay, but that's all. I only have 3, okay?
Just mech with the
They are
mech
final
pilot
brands of Space Marines,
inside.
but these ones are super special, okay? If a Guardsman is 6 foot, a Space Marine is
They're
7
just
feet, a Custodian
mechas,
is
there's
8
a
feet.
human
These are the giant
operating them
defenders of Holy
inside.
Terra, which is also Earth. Earth is Terra themselves. These are the people that literally guard the Emperor's throne room, hence Custodes. These boys protect the Emperor's throne room at all times and are literally like handcrafted people.
This
They're
is
not
like
humans
the
brought up by
Royal
King Caesar. These
Guard.
are all handcrafted super soldiers, I think from a tube. These behemoth of men are like 8 feet, 8.5 feet tall, and functionally immortal. They stand still, spear in hand, for hundreds of years without the need to sleep and barely even the need to eat, watching over the throne room and every other area of Holy Terra for their entire purpose in life.
Okay.
And oh my lord, are they terrifying. These custodians put Space Marines to shame. If you like your super soldiers, these are your super mega soldiers. One of these men can take on probably 3 Space Marines and most likely win. There are many different groups of custodians as well, like the Solar Watch, or there's also one of my personal favorite, the Aquilin Shield. The Aquilin Shield go out to seemingly unimportant individuals and protect them because they believe that they are going to be doing something very important in their lives. For instance, let's say a regular guardsman gets the protection of this giant 8.5-foot tall golden god because that guardsman will end up becoming a general one day or something of that nature. The custodians work in mysterious ways and are almost always outnumbered, but never outmatched. These people are pretty horrifying, both on the tabletop as well as in the lore. There are very few of them, however. There's actually an extremely small amount of them, but that's kind of the point. There's only so many of these people that can have war gear this strong, weapons this powerful, and training this good. And the custodians have all 3 of it. For 100 years, I stood my watch amidst the somber shadows of the Sanctum Imperialis. I was still as a statue, but always ready, always attuned to dangers unseen. Days, months, years passed by in a frenzied blur beyond those walls, yet within a little move, and nothing changed. For 100 years, I did not but wait. Yet had any threat appeared, I would have struck it down in a heartbeat. For 100 years, I stood my watch, and as it ends, I can tell you this: patience is a weapon. The custodians are the top dogs of the Imperium, and they hurt just that same way. Though I do want to discuss a little bit about the Sisters of Silence before we get out of here, because the Sisters of Silence I also have a few of, and they're really fun, but they don't get enough attention. These kind of bald plume ladies are a whole group of pariahs, are also known as blanks. We'll be referring to them as blanks from now on. So as every mind is somewhat connected to the warp, these blanks are a genetic mutation that has it suppressed heavily. Because of that mind suppression, normal people feel this weird, like, uncomfortable nature when around them. When a Sister of Silence walks past them, you feel ill. You feel just uncomfortable and strange. So most of them don't actually live past childhood, because once they are birthed, they're, well, you know, killed or something at a very young age, because they just emit a horrifying aura. These ladies, however, are guardians of the throne as well for more psychic threats. See, none of the custodians are psychers, so they have a difficult time dealing with major demons and other kinds of psychic phenomena. These sisters are extremely specialized in it. All of them taking a vow of silence, as they don't speak, hence the term Sisters of Silence, but they communicate through hand gestures and things of that nature. But if there's a demon issue, if there's any kind of warp-based problem, the sisters are extremely adept at dealing with it, thanks to their blank gene. They normally work a lot of time with the custodians because they have to deal with both kinds of threats, but they're not represented that way on the tabletop. In fact, they only have like one real model for them, which is very unfortunate. I hope we'll get something new soon, because I think they should really be working together as it is that way in the lore, but hopefully we'll get there soon. But if we're talking about blanks, let's talk assassins.
Officio
This and one more human thing and then we're done. The assassins though, the Officio Assassinorum, oh boy, these people are deadly. They're called assassins, they should be, but oh man, these people will mess you up. So these are from the Officio Assassinorum, a very special organization, and they're handpicked by the Grand Master of the Officio Assassinorum from the what's it called? Scola Progenium. It's basically an orphan school. Your parents got murdered by demons or something, you get sent to this and you get trained to be whatever. A Tempestus drop troop, an Inquisitor maybe even, maybe you get a blank gene and you get thrown into the Sister of Silence, or sometimes you just disappear. When you are taken, however, you go to one of 4 temples, because the Assassinorum works in the temple style of things. Each of these temples are the Vindicare, Caluxus, Calidus, and Eversor temples. We'll start with the Vindicare. I'm far away. I've been sitting here for 3 weeks. Poof! The Vindicare Temple is the main sniper-based temple. Gigantic sniper rifles for all these assassins. Their whole point is to be able to be in a spot and
Are these people human?
For weeks, waiting for their perfect target, taking people out from literal miles away after extremely long time periods. The Vindicare Temple is about precise, perfect aim. There have been reports of Vindicares being able to single out particular body parts from over 2-3 miles away. Temples to the head, the jugular, for instance, and been sitting there after weeks. And when they're ready, take that shot. Time is done. Packs them up. The Calidus Temple, however, is a lot more about shape-shifting and deviant art. It's mostly
They're all human, just modified, understood.
For certain individuals to be able to transmorph themselves and infiltrate areas that are problems. These assassins will end up taking missions that take them years, 2-3 years, to infiltrate a heretical group and slowly work their way up, just to get enough time to put a bullet into the main target's head.
The humans also orphans. They've gone through decades of training in chemical injections.
Mind tricks,
Interesting.
polymorphing, and everything in between. And lots of drawings. The Eversor Temple. Just kind of disturbing one. The Eversor Temple is about when you don't want anything to come back alive, friend or foe. You want it all dead. And Eversor is psychogenically conditioned with just psychotherapy and psychological torture to only feel violence, hatred, and anger. It does the Clockwork Orange style of thing, just making you forced to watch never-ending pain and misery and psycho conditioning, I guess is the term. And then they pump you full of tons of psychedelic drugs, and they cryo-freeze you. And they drop you in an area where they just want to make sure everything is dead. And then you defrost, full of just all this insane, mind-boggling psychotherapy and psychedelic drugs, and you just go to town. Yeah, if you don't care if anyone comes back alive. You're like, all right, lost cause, send them in. Finally, there's the most bizarre temple, the Caluxus Temple.
This is all terrifying. What in the hell is this? This is insane. This universe is fucked.
The Caluxus assassins are feared even among the other temples. So that blank gene, the people go to the Caluxus temple with this as well. And this is where they can harness that to be massively anti-psyker, or even just anti-regular people. They're seen with extreme fear and distrust among many, many people. They're described by the Eldar, by quote, as being pure evil. Imagine that uncomfortable feeling from that blank gene I mentioned, and then imagine them being taught and given equipment to amplify it by 100. If normally regular people feel uncomfortable, now they are basically akin to being a siren wailing directly in your ear. And if you're a psyker, oh no, the sheer presence of a Caluxus assassin is enough for you to tear your skin off. You will rather gouge your eyes out and rip your nails off than even being near this person. The Caluxus assassin is when you want psychers to literally lose their minds, and they will go on their knees and ask you to gun them down because it is a suitable choice over being anywhere near you. The motto of that temple is, that which is unknown and unseen commands the greatest fear. Now,
That's crazy. It is, that's why it's fun. When they go to town on everything, how do they retrieve them after the mission though? I don't know. I think they just kind of sounds like a kamikaze ass like war strategy with these ones.
Now, for tabletop, assassins aren't that special. You can call them in no matter what Imperium faction you are, and they do a lot of work for themselves, but at the same time, they're very specialized and require a lot of finesse. And they work the way you generally want them to, though. You want to cause some distortion and weird stuff, you take a Calidus. You want to just murder swaths of infantry and then blow up Eversor. You want to kill that one guy, Vindicare, and if you have a lot of Psychers, Colexus. It's a nice little, like, jack of all trades if you have a specific thing you want to kill. And you can choose which is really fun. But now, let's talk about the last human faction. We can round this video out before we do part 2, the Inquisition. And we have a lot to talk about with them. Oh boy. Where do I even begin with the Inquisition? Take every secret police you could think of. The KGB, the Gestapo, the CIA, FBI, any of these kinds of people. And then mark it up by about 10 and give them the most power in the entire Imperium. No, you know what? How about this? This right here. It's not just a quote. This is the Imperial motto, the motto of the Inquisition. I apologize for my bad pronunciation. Innocentia nihil probat. Innocence proves nothing. The most powerful organization in the Imperium, the secret police, their #1 motto is innocence proves nothing. The Inquisition goes around like the secret police or like detectives to find issues in the Imperium. And they have different ordos depending on which one we're talking about. The Ordo Hereticus, the Ordo Xenos, the Ordo Malleus, for instance, and a whole bunch of other ones. Hereticus is obvious, they deal with heretics. Xenos tries to find alien threats, and Malleus is demons. They all have different specializations in what they're trying to go for as this Inquisitor. And that's what they're called, Inquisitors. Each of them, as an Inquisitor, has their own free reign to do as they wish. They may have a ship and a crew, and they go out to find problems and interrogate people a lot. They are above the law in every department over Space Marines. Now, the Space Marines might argue against them and stuff, and there might be a lot of blowback, but technically they are above them as Inquisitors. They are looking to investigate and figure out coups and cults and demonic incursions and possible Xenos issues like gene stealers or a new threat coming into an area. They're about learning that stuff and actually doing detective work. And memes aside, they're pretty good at it. The Inquisition having all of this power does make them a little bit power hungry and frantic sometimes. And yes, it is still a bad thing, but most of them are pretty good at their job. And they spend a lot of time being very diligent.
Retrieval is in high priority. That's crazy.
With just enormous power and sometimes a bit of a power complex.
Makes
and we haven't even
sense.
talked about Exterminatus yet. Exterminatus. Exterminatus is deeming a planet unfit to be saved. I deem that this planet is demon infested and taking it back will cost too many resources and is not worth it. I have now committed Exterminatus on this planet. I will now sign the death warrant of an entire Imperium planet as it is unfit to take and better to be destroyed than allow the enemy to hold it. This can mean saturation bombardment. This can mean cracking the planet's core and breaking it apart. Doesn't matter. Render this planet inhospitable to all life. Yes, the innocence proves nothing people are the only people who can choose this planet must die in its entirety. Yeah.
Billions must die!
But most Inquisitors are very rare to do Exterminatus. Exterminatus is a very crazy thing. There's only so many worlds that you don't want to destroy all of them. And naturally, with the memes aside, there are some people who are a little bit rough on this one. But most Inquisitors generally don't like to do Exterminatus a ton, but it is an option they have. And it's a crazy option when you think about it. Secret Police Inquisition are unfortunately not represented on the tabletop very much. You generally kind of put one in your army if you feel like it. You have a couple special options there and some side content, but they're not really fleshed out very well, and personally they need a lot more stuff put in there, and they really need a lot more effort put into them. They're not quite where I want them to be. Overall, the Inquisition makes for a lot of the best storytelling as well, because it's a little bit hard to talk about a big story of a whole bunch of Space Marines killing something, right? It's just a big battle story. It's not as interesting. Having that intrigue and that moral dilemma that an Inquisitor has makes for a lot better media. And honestly, the more people do it, I think is better, because then it adds a little more humanity to the Warhammer horrible, horrible grim darkness. And wow, we just finished the humans, all right? Come back for part 2 when we talk about Chaos and Xenos, because we got to talk about the 4 Chaos Gods and all the Chaos Marine Legions and the Tau and the Necrons and the Orcs, and oh boy, we got a lot. I'll see you in part 2.
Wow. That was every single Warhammer 40k faction explained part 1 with all the humans. What the hell? What is this world building, bruh? What is happening? Why are... what? Huh? Huh? Warhammer has like so many things happening in it. What the hell? Like what the helly? Like what the helly? It's about 50 years worth of nerds nerding out. That makes a lot of sense. Nerds nerding out seems to be big. Huh. Yeah. I'm losing my mind. Well, it's an old franchise, and the World of Warcraft is a spin-off for it. Yeah, makes sense. I love World of Warcraft. Oh my gosh, hold on, let me... Warcraft is cool. Warcraft is sick. It's an excuse for the war to never end since I started out as a tabletop war sim. Oh my gosh. I think that it's cool to be able to see all this lore that has been going on for years. 'Cause now I can have a better idea of what's happening and stuff. So, that being said, I'm gonna get a big stretch in here. Who else? Big stretch again. Let me play some music. Let us free our child? No, I don't want to free her. She's been better now. She hasn't, like, freaked out. I need to figure out what I can give her that's, like, a treat so that I can have her be like, you like this, yes? I'm leaving, that means it's time for a treat, you know? You know what I mean? Moses said, let my Jubal go. Not yet. Not yet. She's having a nice time in my bedroom. She needs to learn that she can be by herself. Yeah, guys, don't worry. Don't worry, guys. We're doing a great job. Yeah. I'm so sleepy though. Ooh. Okay, chat. I don't want to do reacts anymore, but I still want to talk with you guys. So maybe you need transition to daytime. Or we go back to being like, I have a puppy. Is there adult TV like there is for cats? You know, I've been meaning to do that, actually. I've been meaning to, like, put an iPad in my room or something so that she can watch TV and not feel so alone. Because I think that that would be very helpful. So that it's not just complete silence, you know? And so that she wouldn't feel so upset about it. Jillable about to become an iPad kid. I might actually unironically turn her into an iPad kid. Because, I mean, what else is she supposed to do? She doesn't even know TV. You know. I think it would be helpful for her. Have you thought about doing dailies? Quick guessing games like Wordle or such? Oh, yeah, we can do, like, daily, those sound games, actually. Hold on, let me throw myself in the corner again. Because I do like doing, there's a daily one that I do like doing. Look. It's not that one. It's the sound one. I like doing the sound one because I like to show off how goated I am. It's dialed.gg. Should we do the color one first? Let's do the daily color one. Play the daily. Wait, can you see this or no? There you go. Like a purple pink hot pink. Purple pink hot. Like this. Oh, fuck! I gotta get back to my VGKG Goopy, everyone. Bye! Cool. Have a fun time. Holy shit. Guys, I might be fucking goated at this game. I won't speak too soon, though. Like a pale purple blue? Like a pale, really pale purple. Like that. Lighter. I was too dark, but like color-wise I was almost there. This one was kind of fun. Like an orange brown, dark, semi-dark orange brown. Something like this. Damn. Has everybody done this before? Do you want to play GeoGuessr? Oh, I could play GeoGuessr! Green. Like a lime green. Like the actual color of a lime green. Damn. Like a navy blue, purple. Almost purple, but it's a dark navy blue, but with a little bit of purple. Holy shit! You should play Bandle, honestly. Got a 45. Holy! My 9.5 one went crazy on this one. How do you guys feel I did? Can you guys do this? I placed in almost the top 1,000. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, time to do the sound one. Let me just pause the music. You're a mantis shrimp? What does that mean? What's a mantis shrimp? $16 one? Oh, the mantis shrimp, the big one that fucking has all the colorful ones? I'm not doing well today. I'm not doing well today. Damn! well today. I did really bad. I did really, really bad. I'm telling you, man. It was not cute. I'm telling you, that was really, really bad. What happened? Where's your perfect pitch? I'm not good at my time. What is this video game? It's a video game one. I'm not paying attention. I feel like they shortened the amount of time that I get to listen to the thing, but I'm probably just being a freak. Like my mama told me once, there are days like this. That's true. Oh, hi, Balveron. What's this 16 colors one? Link me if you want me to play it. Greetings, Astrea Nature Color. Hi. Damn. Damn. Good enough. I'm in the top 1,000. That's nice. Shape. How does this work? Same 5 shapes, fastest scale rotation. I've never played this before. How do I... Oh, I did not remember it. Damn. Damn. Damn, this is gonna be tough. Damn. Oh. Oh. This is tough. And I have to get the scale of it. This is too hard, man. This is really hard. I didn't like this one. I did not like this one. I did not like it. Sam, I did not like it. Sam, I do not like Green Eggs and Ham. I do not like it. Sam, Okay, how do I play GeoGuessr? Isn't there like a GeoGuessr? Is there online GeoGuessr or is it something I download on Steam? We play GeoGuessr Steam Edition. I haven't played GeoGuessr, but I'd play a bit of it. GeoGuessr Steam Edition. Or is it online? I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like it. Sam, I am. Okay, let's launch this bitch. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like it. Sam, I am. Let's start making it with some. Sign up with email. Wow, guys. Okay, let me get the settings on the bit. Game settings. Why is it full screen? Turn that shit off. Why is this in full screen? Turn that shit off. F11. Yeah, baby. God. Okay, you guys ready, chat? Where are you? Okay, you ready now? Let me just. Nope, wrong button. There you go. Alrighty, you ready, chat? GeoGuessr time! Edit avatar. Why am I a black man? Why am I a black man? I can't help. Let's get myself a little something because I'm a grandma. It work. Mouth. That's me, bro. There we go, that's cute. Eyes. Regular eyes is fine. I don't want a hat. Lower body, give me some fucking jeans. Pants. Just kidding. And then for my shirt, give me a green shirt. Oh, this is kind of cute. But, no, give me a green shirt. No, it looks stupid. Black front to top. Okay. Just gonna go with this. I'm off work early, the power went off. That means I work tomorrow, FML. BGM, please avoid its calling. Okay, I'm coming. Okay, ready? Why is my name Rule Citadel? Alright, daily challenge, Jill, yes sir. Why is there music? Resume game. Alright, let's see, what is this? What is SK? Is this Slovakia? It's somewhere in Europe. Somewhere in Europe. SK, is that Slovakia? Where even is that on the map? Fucking... Let's guess here. I'm so goated! I'm so goated! I'm so goated! I'm fucking cracked, baby! Okay, what is this? For public services. This is in America! We're in America. This is America. Fucking where in America, though? Where in suburb... Wait. This might be... 918 is like... Police? This might be somewhere in the Midwest. The number is 918. That's like... That's like... Why can't I fucking click? That sounds somewhere in the Midwest. Let's see. Where in the US are we? I think we're in Wisconsin. I think we're in Wisconsin. I think we're in Wisconsin. No. Like... Fuck it. Well, I haven't seen the liquor store yet. Why can't I move this way? What license plate do they have? I need to see these license plates, man. I'm struggling to navigate this world. Down, down, down by the river. I think we might be in Wisconsin, though. I'm gonna lock it in. Oh. We were in... What state is that? Oklahoma? Wait, how do you know that that was fucking Oklahoma? How did you know, like, it was Oklahoma? Why does everyone... What gave it away that it was fucking Oklahoma? I saw the W and it looked like the W from the area code? Oh. My ex was from Oklahoma, you learn to hate it? Where in the Africa are we? Where in the absolute Africa are we right now? Where in the Africa are we? Wait, are there palms in Africa? Yeah, there is. I believe somewhere. Astrea, I may say something that pissed me off. I'm waiting for my... It feels like I'm gonna shit my heart out. Help me figure out where in the fucking Africa are we right now. Honestly, actually, I don't know if this is Africa. It feels too green. This might be Mexico. This dirt color is Russian. Bitch, don't even come at me right now. Where in the Africa are we right now? There's nothing around here. Where is happening? We're even like on an ATV or some shit. I mean, Africa has lots of biomes. Damn, we're like really fucked right now. There's a lot of palm trees. I don't know, chat. What are we thinking? It'd be funny if it was some private island on like Hawaii or something. It's just these kinds of trees, man. Like literally in the middle of nowhere. We're like literally in the middle of nowhere. Oh my god. Pakistan, this is Florida. It's cloudy. It's green. Watch, it's gonna be some shit like Katie or whatever. Fuck, I have no idea, chat. Are there palms in Africa? I feel like there isn't. I'm gonna say something crazy and say that we're like somewhere in like Haiti. I knew it was Africa! I knew it was Africa, goddammit! I knew it was Africa! I should have never doubted myself. I was like, no, because no, if I guess Africa, people are gonna yell at me and be like, you're racist, bro. Hi, Moose! 55 Stream Street, thanks, man. Send the rain, then always Uganda. Where in the fuck are we? Dry, Texas. Texas, baby. Fucking Zambezi Museum. Those are people of color. Where the fuck is Zambezi? Watch, we're in like Zambia. I don't think. Look at the guy that guessed the skin tone like a real streamer. Zambezi is in Mumbai? What kind of... It gotta be at least Nigeria. Google says Nambia. Fuck it, Nambia. Where even is Nambia? Angola? Zambia? Zimbabwe? Is Nambia even a country? That's not a country. Zambia. Uganda again? Bro. Brazil. Don't even do this to me, bro. Brazil, Uganda again. It's southwest of the African continent. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Oh, fuck. Where would it be then? I'm gonna say like here. Oh shit! It's on the tip, bro. That's crazy. Closer. So this is like Europe. This is like Great Britain or some shit. Why can't I fucking move the way that I want to move? FedEx. There's a street sign. Viencini. Oh, is this like... Is this... What the fuck is this? What is this? language is this? This isn't Polish. Maybe it is. This is not Polish. This is not Polish. Ukraine? Do they use umlauts like that? Oh my god. I'm killing myself. Let's see. Let's see. Sunny for Estonia. Keep looking, I'm trying! Maybe Romania? I don't think this is Romania. It's Romania? They use that much? Fucking Bucharest. God damn! EU blue registration bar, but some eastern country? Damn. That's what Romanian looks like? Fuck. Fuck. Well, shit. I got a silver medal. People from Romania are called Romans. Oh my god! Okay, I think she's freaking it. Hold on, I'll be back. She made it an hour and a half this time. She made it 1 hour and a half this time. That's pretty good for her. She deserves treats, that's true. I give her kisses. And love her. There. Alrighty. Well, that was fun. I hope you guys had fun with today's stream, guys. I do have a voice lesson to give at 4. If not, I would be here for even longer, but alas, the world does not work the way that I may have guessed. Just kidding! Just kidding! I just got a cancellation. I'm out. I am now free! I'm out. I need money! Me too. I'm chilling. I should still probably take the time to work on other things so that aren't related to stream version. Because I do have what? Things to work on and I have to re-record fucking dance stuff, so that's probably what I'll be doing today. So I'll still head out. So. But thank you so much, everybody. Oh my god, Kenny, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. What the hell, man? Thanks for streaming, Kenny. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. Thank you so much, Kenny, for supporting. If you got a gifted sub from Ken Wondum, be sure to thank him, please, if you could. I want to say thank you so much for coming in the stream today. Thank you so much for helping me out, Kenneth. It seriously means a lot to me. So, yeah, I'll be sure to see you guys very soon here, alright? Thanks for coming in, everybody. I'm gonna send some love over to, let's send some love to, Poseidon from Mythos. Where's Poseidon? I just saw her. Let's send some love. Hey, my everybody. I love y'all. See you soon. I'll see you soon. I love you, chat. Send some love over to Poseidon from Mythos. Okay. Ah.